What the fuck is that?
Wow, 5 years, and we're really doing this.
Yeah, I mean, it was mostly good times, and we're still friends.
Yeah, but we got so many mutual friends.
Yeah, but we'll let them know that the breakup was mutual and that they should support both of us.
He's inconsiderate. He's incompetent. He dresses like a 12-year-old. All right. He also has that weird chin thing. So gross. Okay. And then also, have you seen him? Anytime there's a bee around, he's a coward.
We're both still going to play on your softball team.
Okay. Well, I love you both. See you Tuesday. Go Tigers.
I don't feel too bad. He's a racist.
He's not racist.
Last summer, he was singing Juicy by Biggie Smalls, and he didn't sing the N-word, but I know if he had been in his car alone with the windows rolled up, he would have. So you can do better than that.
He had no personality. No personality? The first time we hooked up was on an air mattress. Like, you have to be charming to convince somebody to do that.
An air mattress? Real charming. You can do better.
What's the sex like? I mean, what's it like sleeping with him?
Wet. Just wet all the time.
That's great. That's perfect. That's all you want.
No, not sexually. Like, he sweat a lot, like an abnormal amount of sweat. It was insane.
Oh, that is disgusting. You could do better than him.
You know what? I'm on your side. I'm Team Liz.
But you're his roommate.
Yeah, well, you know, he never hooked me up with his sister like you did. Don't worry, he can still live here.
You're on his lease.
You can do a lot better, Liz. Hey, how about we bang in the back?
I get it, man. She's smart, gorgeous, way better than you. Everyone loves her. I'd be bummed too, but I'm here to raise your self-esteem.
Yeah, I'm totally glad you're here.
She's way more attractive than you are, and she's got a lot of options. And you, I'm sorry to say, do not.
Seriously? I had a bunch of options too. Probably.
The good news is, now we can become Eskimo brothers, huh?
Unbelievable.
Hello. Did I lose you? He's a homo.
Dude, you believe Mark actually suggested being Eskimo brothers?
Norman?
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of works in your favor, no? He's level up from you. He's better looking. Is this news to you?
Thanks, buddy.
I'm dead serious. Dude, do you know how many guys' lives are better because I allowed them to be my Eskimo brother? I'm trying to help you, dude.
Why are you calling me? I don't even know what. You're not even on my phone anymore. I thought you were calling because I'm trying to sell my bike on Craigslist.
Seriously? Wow, dude.
If you want to win her back, I think you should buy her this mountain bike.
I mean, honestly, I think you should just get back out there immediately. Just start dating.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely no. That's ridiculous.
Stop. No, my friend Camille. Okay, wait. You get off work Thursday at 4:30. Okay, so 5:15. She's meeting you at Herald Park. She just texted me back. Yes.
No,
it's
no.
done.
Wait for this.
What happened?
What happened? He couldn't get an erection.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah. No, that's exactly why she dumped him.
Hello?
Raymond, what did you do to her? I want grandbabies.
What's going on? Welcome to Mudshark Loves Misery Thursday edition, starting a little bit early with Ray's awful, terrible sketch Oh my God. I had to put that on my channel. I wanted you guys just to see the awfulness of Ray, who continues to triple down on me, saying all kinds of shit about me. When I've given him the best advice out of everybody, I've given him the best advice out of Kevin, Bob, Carlos Danger, Joe the producer. I said, Ray, listen, I know you hate my guts. You don't like me. You think I'm a dick because I chose not to have you in my life anymore. But stop podcasting. Stop it. And if you must podcast, do something in your wheelhouse. Baseball cards. Talk Cleveland sports. Get out of this drama podcasting. You're not built for it. You're not good at it. No, instead you triple down and you do more podcasts. You're losing everything. You're losing your mind. You're stressed out. Your anxiety's at an all-time high. You're going to do something very bad to yourself. And I'm here saying, hey, Ray, listen, it doesn't have to be this way. I saw a clip today, and I go out of my way to avoid you. Have you blocked on everything? I don't watch your shows. That's another thing. Don't watch my show, Ray. Don't watch what Kevin's doing. Even though the irony is this show's all about watching what Kevin's doing. But with me, I'm having fun. I'm having fun with this. It's a good time. And I'm enjoying it because every day is a new canvas. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen on Kevin's show. I don't know what's going to happen on this show. So we'll see what happens today at 4:10 or whenever Kevin waddles into the bedroom. People are saying Bob's not on. I don't know. I will say this, though. I think yesterday was a little bit of a work by Kevin. I think he purposely ran off his stream. I think he doesn't like Gino. I think he really gets mad at Gino, but I think he purposely knew what he was doing to create drama. So him leaving the stream is only going to have more people interested in watching his show today. That's my opinion. I think more people are going to watch. He's probably going to break 1,000 out of curiosity if Bob's going to be there. You know, Ken was angry. So I think that was an old school radio trick he pulled. That's my opinion. I do think, Spencer K, he has a member. By the way, if you guys want a membership and if you want somebody to gift yourself a membership, make it available. There's a thing you can turn on so people can gift you a membership. You can just go ahead and turn it on, and maybe some high roller, maybe addicted to profits will have maybe he'll come over here today and say, hey man, sorry for blocking you. I was out of line. So I'm going to give 50 memberships. We'll see. I don't know. Anything can happen on any given day. Who knows? Maybe Silk City Hot Sauce will be my sponsor again. Who knows? Northwest Ken, $4.99. First super chat of the day. You're losing your mind quoting me about Ray DeVito, says the guy wearing a helmet to a podcast. I'm at war, Ken. I have no allies. I'm going on nobody's show. I am against everyone. Okay? So I must fight this war. Going against the Legion of Skanks. I'm going against everybody. I'm Mudsharking it up, baby.
Bam.
But thank you for being the first super chat of the day, Ken. Whether you like me or not, I'm grateful. Jump in the chat, guys. Last day, I'm on Facebook. The Facebook's switching over. They're losing their minds on Facebook. So if you just watch this show on Facebook, from today's the only day you can do it. You might as well come over to YouTube and hit subscribe, jump in the chat. The Facebook was just a way to get more people over, but some people prefer watching on Facebook. Who knows why? But that's over with tomorrow. So come hit subscribe. Well over 4,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. And counting, and continue to grow. I love it. I love all of you. I loved everybody that signed up to the Patreon. And I also love my $100 sponsors on the Patreon. You can be a $100 sponsor. It's simple. You just go sign up for the $100 tier. What's that do? Well, if you got a business, a product, an agenda you want pushed, I'll give you the best live read you'll ever see. I got to be behind it, though. I don't want some white supremacist, some NAMBLA dude. I can't get on board and push that. It's not my thing. So I want to thank Ken Mosca, who's feeling a lot better and looks great. The newest one was Tucker Pucker Steve, which is funny. They're funny names. Jared Thompson's a long $100 sponsor. Victoria. Stu John's a longtime guy. Eddie, not funny Ift, who still has me blocked. Now, I don't know if this is the real Eddie Ift, because I think Eddie Ift thinks he's funny. He thinks he's funny. But this guy, Eddie Not Funny Ift, is a $100 sponsor. Twinkle Ho 99 and Frankie McDonald, not the one from In Hot Water, but this is what it is. Citizen M says, David Chandler, can you give me a membership, please? David Chandler does not like me. I don't know why. I don't know what I did to the guy. He seems to like everybody else. Everybody else. Steel Toe, Gino, Kevin, Bob, Shuley, Ray. He likes everybody but me. Patrick Melton, he likes them all but me, and that's fine. That's fine. Anybody who likes Steel Toe, you got to question. You have to question. He's back in the Zumock talking about me business. I heard him this morning talking about what Bob's thinking, what Bob knew not to mess with me, telling people how Bob thinks, trying to get in with Kevin. It's just bad. We'll play that at 105 on Sunday, Kumia Cucks. We got a lot this Sunday at 105, so make sure you show up for that. Slow. This is the first time I've seen you. Was it Brunington? Hit like. Yes, let's hit like on the video, guys. We need all the hype. Hype. I read this, Bob Shiny Teeth. Hype train today? Yes. We will do a hype train if we hit 450 views. We'll get yourself a hype train. So hit that like button. We're going to do a little hype. I haven't been doing it a lot as of late. Dr. Chow, $1.99. Are you greenlighting Operation LOS for skanks? I'm not sure what that is. Somebody let me know. I know Dave Smith from Legion of Skanks will be at Side Splitters tomorrow and Saturday, and I plan on going down, talking to Dave Smith. I know Dave Smith. I have no problem with Dave Smith, but I want to see what the hell's going on. Red Honda out of the gates. Let's go, Chad. Melton stinks. Red Honda, $2. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I don't know what Melton's thing is. I don't. I just, he says all this stuff. I'm projecting. I'm a liar. I'm not watching the show anymore. I'm done. I'm like, all right, I can't support you. I don't hate the guy, but it's just, I thought, it's a lot of work to be your friend. I'll say that. I was like, I guess I won't be the friend anymore. Spencer K. Care to comment on the Cardiff stuff? $2. Yeah, let's talk about Cardiff. Trust me, when MLC comes on, I will bring it right up. I'm just as curious as all of you to what the fuck's going on over there. So we'll see what happens. The Cardiff stuff is real. We're almost at 300. Could we get 450? The Cardiff stuff is 100% real. Cardiff knows it's real. I proved it to Cardiff that I have all the information. I wasn't looking for it. I didn't commission for it. So I have it. Cardiff's been coming at me for over a year. He's got a puppet of me. He's doing my act poorly. He's saying I'm not funny. So, I was like, you're around in this world. You're on podcasts all the time. You're showing up at live events in a mask. You're doing stand up. So you want to be a public figure, but you don't. This is a message for all the trolls out there. Everybody, I know people like to go to Reddit. You like your anonymous names, and I understand you got a life. You got to be really brave to go out there with your name and your face and say this shit. You got to be brave. But I also understand some people have a life. I get all of it. I even get what Cardiff's doing. I get everything. However, If you're going to go anonymous, stay anonymous. Have your alt account. Don't get any information out there. Don't go on a million podcasts because somebody will not like you. I mean, everyone's not going to like you. There's a lot of people who hate me. David Chandler hates me. Everyone hates me. Patrick Melton hates me. Everyone hates me, and I'm fine. I don't want to be liked by everybody. It's boring. So I have it, and if they want to get out of pocket and they want to go read criminal charges and some of them aren't true, if they want to do stuff like that, I have no problem releasing the information. I have no problem. I don't have to do it on YouTube. I don't have to do it on my Twitter, but I could give it to somebody who's offered, 4 people have offered me substantial amount of money to have the information. I haven't taken them up on their offers. I'm sitting back. I got gold. I'm sitting on gold. So I'm just going to wait. Cardiff says he'll never speak about me again. He was freaked out that I knew where he worked, I know his name, where he lives. He was freaked the fuck out. And I said, listen, dude, this is the internet. This is what happens to me. So let's just play ball. Let's see if he's a man of his word. I think he should cut back because he has a lot to lose. He shouldn't be going down these roads trolling people. He's got a whole nother life, and a lot to lose. And that's all I'm saying. So people saying, oh, you doxed him. You did this. Did I? People have offered me good money for the information. Have I taken them up on it? No. So am I a bad guy? Am I a bad guy? Because some random person emailed me all his information. His real social media, his Instagram, everything. I have it all. IAC 1978, $2. The Cardiff pick is fake. Teeth don't match up. I don't know what to tell you. Believe what you want. I don't care. I really don't. The only one, Tony Mazur's here, guys, who Ray thinks is a double agent. Garth Brooks says no Levy on MLC. We'll see. We'll wait to see. About 2 minutes, usually it starts. This is a war. Getting silly. These are members. You get free screen time from time to time. Getting silly. Chad ain't doxed anyone yet. He didn't dox him. He has everything. I just have it. I have it. It's great to have. It's fun. I have a lot of shit. Bill Watson's a member. Give someone a membership. Turn on the button that makes you able to get a membership. Somebody in here will take care of you if you want one. I guarantee it. You guys are very charitable. You're very nice. You're very given. Very lucky. Bill Watson, you said you paid $400 for it. I didn't pay anything for it. The guy wanted money. I was like, I'm not giving you money. I don't really give a shit about Cardiff that much. And finally, he's like, all right, here it is. I'm like, okay, thanks. Someone tell it's on. Oh, MLC's on. Okay, let's go.
Rick's cousin, the one that you're always talking about, the first cousin.
Dan Filato, the liar.
Why do you put that stuff on social media? I'm joking. I got nothing to do in my truck.
No Bob Levy.
Yeah, but I don't think he's joking.
Yeah, he's joking.
Dan Filato's a liar.
Pictures of her, and I'm like,
he used Artie.
I get it.
I can't believe that she would let him take pictures like that. That's why there's something.
He took advantage of Artie when he was on heroin. He lies.
Well, he's married.
KB's ass. He sends him gifts.
I've been around him socially. And
he pretends like he's still best friends with Mark Grace.
Well, he was at a lot of the shows. He would come and he would call into the show all the time. And so we gave him free tickets to the 3 shows.
Oh, wow. You met Rickosaurus in real life?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
Were you starstruck?
Yeah. No, it was such a high of meeting Rickosaurus that weekend, and then such a low from having to stop Stuttering John from going into the audience to beat up somebody because they kept on yelling, "You suck, you suck." And that's the problem between me and Stuttering John. I wouldn't let him go out to the audience.
Well, he wanted to go to the audience to fight them or to talk to them?
To fight them. He and two of his cronies, all three of them.
You can't trust everything Dan says.
I can't see
He exaggerates.
Stuttering John be a great fighter.
Oh, he's on the slow level. So I think, didn't he beat up a couple of guys on the Stern show? We didn't have Stern in Chicago until very late. So I don't know who any of these people are. But I knew who, obviously,
Mark.
I knew Artie was, and I know who Jackie Martling was. Jackie Martling used to send jokes in, those same jokes to Stephen Gary, two huge DJs in the Midwest in 1981, 82. And I get him in the mail, and we called him, and he wanted an enormous amount of money. And Steve goes, "I'm funnier than that guy."
Well, he would send jokes in the mail?
Yeah, yep.
I don't even know how that works. So they weren't topical. They were just like
no,
jokes.
no, they were all like
It like
Newman jokes.
It like everybody.
He would just I'm confused. So he would get old jokes and send them in the mail to you guys.
Yeah, he said,
Kevin, where's the link? Where's the link? How come I'm not getting $200 today?
I've heard, he couldn't.
Why do you have this guy on and not me?
Like
Send me the link.
And so he wrote into Stephen Gary. We've talked about it. He and I, Jackie.
Anyway, all right. So Levy's not here. I just spoke to Levy before the show. I don't know. I don't even know. I had to pick up my kids, and basically the thing was.
What's the thing?
Tell me what
What's
the thing
No,
is.
the thing is, it's not complicated. Listen, we all know where. I mean,
Spit it out. Spit it out.
I don't even know. I guess I should just send Levy the link. I can't even. I'm not going to speak for him, but I'm sure he's watching. But
Where's the link?
everybody's watching. But the point is that
I'm watching.
I mean, since yesterday, Levy's like, "You're going to call me?" He goes, "I can talk to you between 8:30 and 8:55." So that wasn't good for me. But after yesterday, when I got a first show, he did 3 shows. He did 3 shows yet last night. From 6:30 on, he did 3 shows apparently at the Shuley Network. And then he did 2 shows today on the Shuley Network. So since yesterday at this time, he's done 5 shows on the Shuley Network. I'm like, Bob, I don't even know what the end game is there, but we might be dealing with some overexposure at this point. Is that possible? And they act like the Shuley Network is like NBC. It's the same 500 people. And these people are unemployable, obviously, if they just watch the Shuley Network all fucking day. So they don't make any money. They're not getting any money in the super chats. And I was like, Bob's like, why don't you call me? I'm like, when? When am I supposed to call you? So this whole Shuley Network thing is it's not working. Frankly, it's not working. I mean, Shuley sold 22 tickets at Side Splitters. They did the thing in Pottstown. They sold 300 tickets, but they had to get Racist Cumia and Freak Show Perry.
Jeffy, $2. What happened yesterday with your neighbor? I'll talk about that later in the show.
It's not working.
Let me just see what's going on up front. We'll get to that, Jeffy.
Everyone won.
Thank you.
Except for me. Everyone's winning. Shuley's winning, and Gino's winning, and Chad's winning. Everybody's winning.
I'm winning.
Taking me down. I'm down. You won. Everybody, I surrender. You all won. Y'all won. Let Bob do 7. Let Bob do 7 shows a day on the Shuley Network and see how that works out. I mean, it's like watching it, and then they call it something else. They call it Miserable Men, and then they call it now they're having the what's the guy from Queen? What's the least Freddie Mercury? Well, you guys don't know what Queen is? Queen, the band.
Freddie Mercury. Okay.
Yeah, Freddie. They have a Freddie Mercury show. It's the same 3 guys. So they wear wigs when they do the Freddie
sing?
Mercury version. I don't know what they do, but it's the same 3 guys, and they act like, okay, if we call it something else, it's going to take off. It's not going to take off. So I'm like, Bob, what are you doing? Like, Bob wants to be friends with everybody. I'm like, Bob, am I not buying anything with you? Like, I know you're not. I know you're part of on the Shuley Network, but I'm paying you okay money. And you can't basically like go
better than
no,
mine.
I'm not gonna. No, he wants to be best friends with Kumia and Gino and like literally everybody. So I'm like an afterthought. Like, no, I'll take the money, but you know, and he comes here to rest.
He really does. He does. He
I mean,
just
he's got to wake up early. He's got to work all night.
He mails it in on Kevin's show. That's a fact.
He knows he doesn't have to talk much. I watch clips of my shows.
He literally comes to collect money and smoke.
Don't even talk. He just sits there and relaxes, has a smoke, has some cookies.
I agree.
And I'm doing all the talking. I'm like,
I
oh,
agree.
that was a good show. And then I watch. I'm like, Bob didn't even talk. No wonder he's fucking thrilled to be here. He don't talk. And
he's finally getting it.
I guarantee him I'm paying more than Shuli's paying him. And he does 15 shows a week there. So I don't know.
Get
Maybe
rid of
if
him.
Anything handled, me and my people will do some sketchy shit for some whiskey and ham sandwich. The Irish stick together. I love when women tell you they're gonna thank you, Christy. Thank you, Christy McMurray. I always like when women tell you they're gonna take care of your business.
Hit like everybody on the video if you
Like
could.
a woman goes, I'm gonna fuck somebody up. It's like you're not gonna fuck anybody up.
I want to thank
lady. My number. How many people are snipe streaming me today? Is Gino snipe streaming me, and Chad, and is Levy snipe streaming me? Bjorn, that was not good, Kevin. Have you talked to Mike?
I want to thank
Mike
Gary. He sent me a box of this water, and it's in a glass. It's called
Yeah, we don't know. What
Aqua.
happened.
It's
No,
a
Mike texted me.
glass bottle.
Mike texted me, goes, I hate to see you like that, Kevin. I'm like, I love to see my.
This is expensive shit. Thank you. Natural spring water. Showed up to my house.
Queen thing.
What, Freddie Mercury?
Yeah. Do they recreate the "This Boy's Full"? Can I have another famous scene?
You're gonna. It's behind our paywall. You can't even see it. They can't even see it. You gotta be a member. And
What tier? What tier is it?
You gotta be a member. So you gotta. I was looking because
We're at 280 memberships, guys. Thank you. That's pretty good. Dan G, $5. Get ready for the big win again. Yeah, boy.
And I was
broke
like
the
8:30,
show.
so he had a short window. So I go on their network. Nobody was. It wasn't even. So it was like it was. You know when you go
Thank
to
you, Dan.
Clubs in New York and there's no sign. It's just a door. You have to know how to. You have to know where it is. And then you open the door and there's like a party in there. I think that's what like that Freddie Mercury show is, because nobody tweeted anything out. It wasn't on their network YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and then I heard somebody talk about today, because I was watching the end of the BS show. I don't know, because I couldn't get to sleep. And then so
Dr. Chow,
they're
$1.99.
like, yeah, we did.
Wendox, all of Kevin's siblings will win big.
Freddie Mercury show, and I was like,
Thank you,
guys don't even
Dr.
know what the fuck
Dr.
you're
Chow.
doing. Like, I'm not even trying, and I'm killing. Like, I'm literally not even trying. And
I know
and
shit.
Everyone else is like, what we got to do is we got to have a tier, and then we got to put some stuff where you can't even get it if you're on the tier. But then we're going to have 3 guys doing the same exact show, but one of them's going to catch fire. Okay. I think they learned it from the Howard Stern show. It's like the Howard Stern show was, they used to have different shows and after shows and post shows and a wrap up show, but they also had a huge fan base. So some people didn't watch the show in the morning. They would watch the wrap up show.
Is that how it works, Kev?
Nobody's watching your show, Shuli. Shuli, you sold 22 tickets at Side Splitters.
Is that how it
and
works?
You had to beg a freak from California to come to your show to sell any tickets in Pottstown. So
I'm so over
I don't know.
Pottstown.
I don't have any answers. I think Flatcat is maybe on a plane. So hi, Kev.
She's over here.
Hi, Dan.
She's in my chat, Kev.
Why is Flatcat on a plane?
I'm so over Ray and Pottstown and his blanket, and it's just dead.
Gino is the absolute worst.
I don't ever want to hear it again.
Gino, Gino's I mean, the fact that Gino was living with 10 other guys until 2000. When did he get 4 days a week? 2000.
I lived with Gino.
He got 4 days a week. Because I got 2 days.
I lived with Gino in 2017 for 6-7 months.
4 days a week, I think, in the summer of 2018. So
In the
until
year
2018,
2000.
he never made any money. And then we're talking about a guy who's probably like 45, 50 years old.
I never
And
heard
even
this
now,
before.
He's nowhere to be found because he knows if he goes to the
Kevin,
comedy
I
club,
never heard
he'll
any
just
of
get his
this
ass
before.
kicked by maybe Aaron Berg, maybe Godfrey. Just
The audience.
Yeah, the audience. I mean, he's such a like.
Hit
Hey man,
like.
I say I do what I want. Love you, Kevin. Where's Levy? Levy called out sick. I don't know.
Used some PTO today.
No, I just talked to him. So I had to pick up my kids. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure
Bob and Gina aren't in the Zumock business.
but
They
the
made it
fact of the matter
clear.
is, people have been joking about his sitting on fence sitting for forever, and now it's like, Bob, are you want to be friends with everybody? Like you're already doing 15, 20 shows a week at the Shuley Network.
Now he wants to do a show with Patrick.
Now you still want to be, and that's not enough. Now you got to be friends with Kumia. Got to be friends with Gino. Got to be. I mean, like
Now he
who
wants
does
to do a
have
show with
problem
Patrick Melton.
And then he punches down on Ray DeVito. Poor Ray.
He wants to
DeVito
hitch
is
his wagon to
fucking
everything.
Nervous wreck. And everybody fucking piles on Ray DeVito. Shuley, yeah, that's what we told us at the Stern Show. Always punch down. Always go for the weakest fucking possible targets, and always kiss up. Hi, Anthony Cumia. We don't mind that you're racist. Can you take the hood off for your set, though? We would appreciate it. I'm sure you'll get some cheers, but it's a bad look.
Dan G, $5. Chad, is Tony or Brian available? MLC is going to suck today. Tony, you want to come on? Tony Mazur's in the chat. You want to come on? Let me know.
Go ahead, caller. It's in the can, Dan. Is that what you used to say?
Yeah.
How is Artie?
He's got new teeth.
How do you know?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Sure you do.
Another thing I probably paid for.
Because you got I was going to say you got sent the bill. That's how you know.
Dan
Are they
Filato's
making
a
price still?
gossipy bitch. He just gossips and lies.
Have they paid me yet? No.
Who's he calling now? Sign up to the Patreon, everybody. Hit like.
Hello, Ryan Sharman.
I put the show out for free from yesterday because Kevin didn't put it up on his Patreon. All-time low on his Patreon, by the way.
All right. Not picking up. All right, send a link to Stevie Lou.
Oh, my God.
Show.
What the fuck?
I'll send it to you.
In 1 week, Stevie Lou, Ski Mask, Ray DeVito. Get the Teamster. What are you doing? You're literally nosediving your show. What a fucking idiot.
What was going to happen today?
Dive.
At this point, I'm like, whatever happens.
He's killing his own show.
It's like, it's whatever.
Wow.
I mean, it's like I've really had it with the fucking, Hey, can you not have Brian Johnson on? Because she's friend. He don't like Shuley, and I'm like, fuck you, Bob. Really, just fuck you. Yo, Kibi, how did the show go yesterday? I left when I heard Boschetti say no one in his family knows how to turn on a light. Addicted to super chats. Yeah. Yup.
I do win.
It's not talking. Nobody talks.
Addicted to super chats. This show
Nobody
is bad.
talks. Rickosaurus. I am making an official demand for Dan Filata to be part of the MLC network. He has so many amazing stories to share that we could totally enjoy.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's gonna be his show's gonna be called In the Can with Dan.
I'm actually
No, we're not doing another. We're not
Rick's
doing
first-
another
first
theme
cousin.
song. Another theme song. No, thank you.
No theme song. We didn't even do Kevin the Rat.
Huh?
We didn't even do
Oh,
anything with Kevin the Rat, and it blew up. So
Is Melton? Melton wants to do the show. Somebody said Melton's in a thing.
The inventor of podcasting?
I'm just gonna CC everybody.
Is that
We'll
the same
see who
guy?
shows
Send it to
up.
Melton too.
All right.
Send it to Chad too. See if Chad wants to jump on. Seriously, send it to Chad. I'm not even kidding.
Should I go on? Should I go on Kevin's
I
show?
don't even give a shit. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They're gonna fire me? Dan, your ex-gay lover, Dan Filata.
Should I
says
go on the
hello.
show,
He's
guys? What do you
tanning in
think?
Miami right now. Dan, you can't talk, right? You're under You're
What do you
under.
mean?
Gag
No,
order?
I
What do you
mean,
can't talk? What
I
do you
feel
want me
like
to
there's
talk?
so many things you can't talk about.
What can't I talk about? I
I
can't
don't
talk about
know.
I can't talk about the calls you and I have. That's for sure.
The
No, I'm
lies.
talking about like even Artie Lang.
Stevie Lou.
What do you? I told you he's got new teeth.
No, I'm just saying that you feel like I feel like you're like under oath and you can only say
no,
you
I'm
can
not
only say
under
so
oath.
many things.
No.
Go ahead, caller.
Hey Dan, how's it going, man? Nice to meet
Good,
you
how are
under
you?
these circumstances.
Shut the
died?
fuck up. What are these circumstances?
He's been doing stand up for 7
Listen,
years.
You know, I'm not as
And
I'm
he's
a little
terrible.
younger. I'm not as talented, but I will get just as high as Bob Levy. I promise you guys that. So.
What is it? We must have missed that post.
Why does
Yeah,
everybody have to get
fucking
high?
losers. I don't even want to go on that now because it's just
I gotta
losers.
get high to do everything, not just talk to you.
What happens if you're not high?
I'll start shitting.
No, for real. What happened?
I got to give it a try. How about this? We'll switch it up. You start smoking weed, and I'll stop smoking weed.
No,
for like
but
a
wait.
week
So
and-
you never do a day without getting high?
Yeah, it's probably a true.
I can't believe how Kevin doesn't understand. These guys are just fucking losers. Dan Villado is a loser. Stevie Lou's just hangs out with losers. Dr. Chow, $1.99. Let him squirm. Don't go on, Chad. You are
we
winning.
don't do stories here. We don't do topics. We don't do
Topics.
politics. We don't do clips. All the shit. Anyway, Stevie, what's your take?
Man, this is fucking war. This is what happens when you go to war. You get
It
some
really
casualties.
isn't. It really isn't.
You people need to do some service time.
Yeah, this
Kevin
is
and
really
we're of age where you were selective service, right, Kev?
whatever that means. Sure.
You had to register and go down.
Here's the problem about me going on. I'm thinking, by the way, I'm reading the chat. A lot of people are saying, Little Mirror saying go on. Everyone's saying go on. Getting silly says. But here's the
I
thing.
went to Canada for the Montreal.
If I go on Kevin's show, he wins because
All right, Stevie, what's your take?
the numbers will go up, the super chats will go up, and I'll get $50. But if I stay here, I can continue to stay my ground. So I think the best decision is to stay here.
Fucked up big Irish family where
I'll check my
everyone's
email
fighting
though, just in
and
case.
slamming each other in the head, and we wake up the next morning and things are back to normal. So
I can
was
be
hoping
bought,
that would be
though.
the case, but it looks like
I can be bought.
Fucking
If you guys
double
really
the
want me
other
to go on, I can be bought.
No, I just think. Listen, I get exhausted by with the like.
Somebody
like,
give Kinky Loco
I
a
don't know.
membership.
I mean, what has to happen where I can fucking get some loyalty other than well, I'm here, right? It's like you're on the Shuley Network, motherfucker. You're literally on the Shuley Network, 5 shows a day. Like what? And then you show up over here, and then you're like, well, I was with Kumia. Kumia wants us to come over. Kumia said he was out of the fucking Kevin Brennan business. So you want me to go back up there?
Jeffrey, $2. Go on for a few minutes and bury him.
It's like
Somebody tell Kevin in the super chat I'll come on for $200.
E-Rock. Kumia could have given him a show in 1 second. But he's like, oh, E-Rock doesn't know talent. Kumia runs the fucking network. E-Rock makes the fucking calls, but Kumia runs the network. So, but I'm supposed to go back up there and fucking say hello to Kumia because he's going to do my show on Friday. Fuck that. It's like these people are out of their fucking mind. Like Kumia's done. Kumia's done. Kumia maybe sold 50 tickets at that fucking shitty Pottstown fucking gig they did. But I'm supposed to go up there for the 50 people? It's fuck.
Let me
fuck
check
it,
my
man.
email.
Fuck it. I'd rather just sink this fucking ship.
And you're doing a good job.
I gotta beware. The Shuley Network's coming for you. Uh-oh.
He said he'd rather sink the ship, and guess what? He's doing it. Stevie Lou and Dan Filato, Ski Mask, Teamster Tim, Ray DeVito.
Talking about how bad it is.
He's talking about his own show. He's projecting.
He's like, I'm at Side Splitters. I heard Shuley and Chad did bad down here. I'm like, who said that? The bartender. So people are talking about it weeks after the fact. They were there in April. A month later, people are still gossiping about how shitty Shuley is. And
I can't believe Tom Cassidy came to Tampa and it hit me up.
Hey, I don't mind if people give out people's phone numbers, but Keep the families out of it. Is that the rule, Shuli? Was that the rule? It's the rule because Shuli was there when Colton gave out my number, so that's okay. But keep the family. Okay, so we're gonna have a sit down with the 5 families.
Kevin, you gave out Calta's number. You started all of this.
Fucking hack. He's such a fucking hack.
I'm not even defending
I get high
Julie.
all day, and I sit in my Stephen Hawking's chair, and I'm the boss. I'm the boss of everybody. Everybody's gonna get paid in shekels.
Is this true, Jules David? $10. Good move not hiring producer Joe to run the show. Reddit just posted a video of him verbally attacking someone at a cancer center. Whoa! On Twitter, Shuli confirmed it's him 100%. Is that? Wow. That's crazy. Is that true? I don't even hate Joe, but that's not cool. That's not cool at all.
Jesus Christ! Who do you say no to?
Thank you, Jules.
Hi, Anthony. I had a drink with Anthony Comey, and now we're pals again. We're besties pals. The guy has one drink or fucking smokes a joint with one guy. They're friends for fucking life. Unbelievable.
Well, okay. Can I say I had people.
He's the
reaching out to
dumbest
me
guy
today-
ever, Stevie Lou. He's so dumb.
yesterday going, "What's up with Kevin? Did he really leave his show yesterday?" And I'm like, "Have you guys? Are you new at this? This is not the first time the guy has walked off his own
I've
show.
quit my show many times.
Right, exactly. So this is a thing that you got all these people who are new to you and this world.
Kevin surrounds himself with losers because he wants to look like he's a cool guy.
And then bringing families and all this garbage.
No, that's what Gino does. Gino.
Dan G, $5. Chad, $200 isn't worth it. He's going to lower your volume and make you look like a fool. And you'll be on everybody's podcast goofing on you, Dan G.
You broke the rule.
I'm really
Did
thinking.
I?
Let me check my email real quick.
Just wait, motherfuckers. Just fucking wait, you fucking piece of shit. 7-Eleven big brand. Temp was a little high on the dog rollers yesterday. My bad. Lower the heat today. Should be better going forward. Kev, do you enjoy a sangria? I do enjoy sangria. I used to love sangrias.
He
That's
sent
why I
the
like
link.
dating because you could think you're doing it for the lady, but you're really doing it for yourself. They're like, "Would you like sangria?" I'm like, "Yes."
He sent the link.
Fruit. Load it up on the oranges and cherries, and you're just pretending because you're doing it. You're a gracious gentleman. You're doing it for your lady, but I had a sweet tooth for the fucking sangria.
Mai Tai,
You know
please.
what I'm saying? Addicted. KB, I get you. Gino is a huge piece of shit, and it's not hard for Bob to just say, "Yeah, Gino's a piece of shit for giving you and Ray's number out instead of playing dumb." Yeah, it was. And Bob was like, "I didn't know what's going on." It's like, okay, you just have to assume Gino's a piece of shit. End of story. Like, it's not complicated.
I just got a message from somebody. They said, "Do not go on.
Oh, Gino was a real
They're
stand-up
just gonna
guy.
shit on you. It's not worth it."
Gino can't even go to comedy clubs. He's gonna get his ass fucking beat. But that's just bad luck. No, everybody hates him. Everybody hates him. Wait till Godfrey sees him again. Godfrey will just throw him up against the fucking wall. No questions asked. Where's Brian? I hate Bob. It don't matter. I don't even give a fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Brian back and Lenny. Send Chad the link. Chad sent me the link yesterday. Once I quit my show, he sent me the link.
I did.
Yeah,
Join his show.
I sent it to him. He's talking it over on his show. I don't know.
Okay, send a link to Nobody Likes
Yep.
Onions.
Yeah, we sent it to him too.
I don't
think that's Patrick the gonna real- go cuck out?
Everybody's making me wait.
Everybody in my contacts got it.
Is Patrick gonna go cuck out?
To my mom too. She's podcasting.
There's no loyalty anymore. These people don't even know you, are talking shit
Shut
on you. And
up.
the people that do know you are throwing dirt on you. That's why I reached out and I said, "Hey, man, I've always had your back. I always will have your
Shut
back.
up. You're
So
a
if you need
terrible
somebody to jump
comedian.
in
You're
and
terrible on podcasts.
then I'm here."
There's a reason why there's not 800 people
High.
watching
You're
it.
here high. I always like people to be high.
It makes me more creative. You ever see like a painting when you're high?
No.
You can
Everybody
start to-
everybody thinks they're more creative when they're high, but they're not.
What about movies? If you go to the movie theater, really fucking
No, I
toked
get
up,
all dripped out. I don't like people. If I'm high, I don't never get high, but if I'm high, I don't like people sitting behind me and next to me.
Some
strangers,
assholes will be like, "You're drinking vodka
and
Am I?"
breathing and eating fucking popcorn. I found my fetish. Yesterday was hot. We don't read $2, but we might have to. I'll probably take a hit when Bob leaves. When
I
Bob
thought,
leaves.
I thought that one was funny, so I put it up.
I'll probably take a hit when Bob leaves, but I won't have to pay Bob, so it'll be a wash. As
See,
they
he's
say.
already thinking about it.
Mommy gave $100 when that was happening. I think she was like,
He's already thinking about parting ways with
Yesterday?
Bob.
yeah.
Oh, she gave $100 to me.
Him going off on Bob yesterday was the start of it. He realizes, why am I paying this guy? He even
thanks,
he even
Mom.
said, he goes, he comes over here just to rest and collect his money.
Same mommy as
He was
before?
paying Bob more money. He realizes he's dead weight.
Believe so.
Well, not that
But it's
Kevin's
like
not
blood
dead weight.
sport. It's like, everybody's standing around the ring, trying to throw
It's
their
not what
bets
it is
in.
at all. It's not what it is. At
You
all.
realize
Here is to losing Kevin. What? Here's to losing Kevin. Here's to losing.
Dick the
Kevin.
Profits is a mental
You know,
patient.
that's why he's never a good actor.
You realize Stevie Lou's getting $100, Dan Filato's getting $100, and I was getting 50.
I'd be like,
That's a
here's to
terrible,
losing Kevin.
terrible.
Attacked me.
No,
You know,
I'm
attacked
not
me
going on the
T-Mac
show.
a few weeks ago.
Tell Kevin I'll go on a show for $1,000 now.
How pathetic that
It went from 200 to 1,000.
Network is like 10 different shows that are the same show. Yeah, I mean, whatever.
He was going to pay.
It is what it is, but it's like the Shlee Network is.
He was
not
going to pay.
happening.
He was going to pay Stuttering John $1,000. Pay me $1,000, bitch.
Cumia and fucking sideshow Bob Perry to do the show to sell some fucking tickets. So this
So
whole thing
over
of, like,
Pottsdale.
we're killing it. Everybody's killing it, and then you point out that they're not killing it. They're like, no, but we got members. We got the members coming in, and you don't know about the membership dues, and they're fucking.
You don't.
They're incredible. You haven't watched that spit rack from yesterday, have you, KB? Belongs in Cooperstown next to the Babe. I didn't. It might be a different one. I have more than one spit rag.
Someone said they got to sell pieces of Ray's pink blanket online for charity. You should do the same.
And then
for
I
the
see
spit-
Shuli today going right to the
Hey, Chad,
show
go
starts
on.
right with the pink blanket. It's like, get your own fucking topic, Shuli. It's like, wow. And then I was the one that put Ray basically on the map, but now Shuli's like, oh, Ray's getting a little heat.
I'm the one that got Ray on the
bring
show.
your blanket.
Yeah. What is the sick shit though? They left Ray out in the cold in fucking pot.
I'm the one who got Ray
No, what
DeVito
I was
on
saying is
Kevin's
that
show. Don't ever forget that, Ray.
It's always a misunderstanding.
Don't ever
It's always
forget
a
it. But
misunderstanding.
you will, because you're dumb. You have
Just like when they're saying fuck Kevin
head
Brandt,
injury.
I'm like, I think I was smoking. Nobody ever takes accountability. It should be called the non-accountability network. That's too
Dan,
long. But you
Dr.
get the
Chow.
Did you hear the
What?
chant that went on? I don't know. Adam might have it. There was a chant.
Yeah,
the other
we
day.
know. We know. Fuck Kevin Brennan, you
playing it all
dummy.
week. Were you high as fuck?
Fucking idiot.
You're fired. I'd be meaner,
You-
but I can't.
You
afford
deserve
to.
low views because of Stevie Lou, Kevin. You're dumb. Dr. Chow, $1.99.
Safety first.
Go on and make your screen porn as a
I don't have to
prank.
figure shit out. Safety first.
Okay.
Rick Steves, Cock
That's for me.
Robin, and Duvet. Dan is a man's man of the Bulls number 1 and 2 picks. Who weighs the more potential, Derrick Rose or Jay Williams? We're not doing sports today, but they could have.
Yes.
They could have had Patrick Mahomes or whatever the fuck.
Adam sent me the link. It's in my inbox. I haven't clicked on it.
Thanks. Oh god, you see his record? He's like
Patrick
he's
Mahomes.
He's like I think 0-7 in the last
Without the Celtics.
No. The last trying to get in the conference semis. I think he's lost the last 7 times in a row.
Oh, this is a good
in the
one.
Conference semis to try to get to the conference finals. He should have been.
Sorry, I'm gonna turn down football talk for a second, guys. Sorry.
Comedy hacks. Team KB always. I don't even give a fuck anymore. Now I don't have to pay anybody. I don't care what happens.
This
I
show
don't pay
is proof you
Chad,
don't
I
give a
pay
fuck.
Levy. I don't give a fuck what happens. I just don't care. It's like it's so exhausting. And then just the fucking lying and just the like, I didn't, it's like after a while you're like, Bob, Shuli's lying. If Shuli's not lying, he's stupid. He's telling you they're doing better. They're not doing better. When your YouTube numbers are going down and you can't sell any tickets and your Patreon numbers are going down, you're not doing better.
He hasn't hit 800 views yet.
Bob's
I'm
like,
at 405,
I just
baby.
Show up.
450 get you a hype
show
train.
up. I don't. Ray wasn't my fault. Nothing's my fault. I just show up. That's what he said yesterday. I just show up. Anthony Torito. Kev, you destroy Ray every single time he's on your show. Now Levy with friends like you, Chad's little bro. Ha ha. I'm not even
Heartless.
trying to interpret anything.
Heartless romantic $1.99. Who's worse, Ray or Stevie Lou?
I'm the
Ooh,
world's
that's a good
biggest
question.
douche. Yep.
What do
I
you guys
defend
think in the
Ray.
chat?
I pay Ray every fucking time.
You pay
And
him
the
more
worse
than
it
me.
gets, the more I pay him. Send Ray the link, Adam. Roger Waters. Stevie stinks as much as Gino.
Ray's going to be the only one that goes on. I bet you any amount of money. He sent the link to me. Ray will be the only one that goes on because he doesn't understand. He shouldn't be podcasting. He shouldn't be on the show. But Ray's so fucking desperate. Watch.
Like Roger Waters, you're anti-Semitic.
Well, Shuli, I like Roger Waters and the Wall. Pink
Why do
Floyd
they
is
talk
a
about
great
Roger
band.
Waters
Roger
all the
Waters
time
is a
now?
good dude.
Who
Edgy
cares
take, pothead.
about Roger Waters?
Bjorn, did you go to Flippin's wedding, Dan?
No, I did not. I was not invited.
I like all these questions. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Should I even be here?
He was our engineer on the Nick and Artie show. And we used to have arguments between the two twins of who we thought was more.
Dan Villado lives in the past more than anybody.
Calls me up and says, "Oh, by the way,
He hasn't had any memories. There's no memory since Artie's podcast. He hasn't lived like he hasn't done anything since Artie's podcast. His direct TV show is the biggest thing that happened. Jeffy, $2. Chad, take the link and moon Kevin. I should.
You're mad
Maybe
because Chad made thousands, stole your big guest, and Bob is turning on you. Think about how you're downgrading too. Stevie Lou's. Wait, who's my big guest?
Brian Johnson.
Who's he
I
talking
think
about?
he's maybe saying Brian Johnson.
Oh God.
Oh,
all right.
The guy from ACDC.
I mean, I don't even want to do this anymore. I really don't even want to do this anymore. Just the fucking losers in this
I
fucking
want you
world.
to do this.
No, the losers in this world. Brian Johnson. You ever watch Brian Johnson?
Dude, your podcast. Look at your podcast. They're all losers. Stevie Lou, Ski Mask, Ray DeVito. Come on.
He was on my show. He was awful. And then now he does a show with Iraq. Yet he makes more money than me. So why?
Capone 609.
Jesus, what happened to Stone Cold?
What's he
Steve
pay
Austin?
Bob?
Looks like he traded his beer for a bag.
I heard
of
Bob
rock.
slipped up on a show and said Kevin gives him $200 an episode. He was giving me 50.
And then Boschetti, we try to get Boschetti on. He can't, his video don't work. So I'm like, I'll do solos, motherfucker. I'll do solo after solo after solo.
Kevin's he just hit 800 views at 442. This is proof he doesn't need Bob at all.
Taken down. Get it taken down. Then somebody told me yesterday I get my stream taken down for yelling. I'm like, who is YouTube? My fucking parents? What they want 30% of everything I make. They pay me. You know what I'm getting paid, Dan? May 21st. You know what that's for? April. So money I made April 1, April 2, April, all through April. They hold it until May 20th.
American Pirate $1.99. Don't go back like a battered girlfriend. See,
So they take 30% off the top, and then they hold your money.
I'll go back for $2,000
for 3 weeks, and they make money off of that money. So like
I'll go back for $2,000 because that's back pay for what he was paying Bob. If he gives me $2,000, I'll do it. Now I keep going up. I went from $200 to $1,000 to $2,000. By the end of the show, if he gives me $8,000, I'll go on.
I don't even know what the fuck. My sidekicks are like drummers in Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
I don't even meet a lot of them. I've never met Levy in person. We've never been together.
I guarantee Ray DeVito's the only one that takes the link. I bet anybody in the chat, Ray DeVito's the only one that will take the link. Guaranteed. Red Honda $2. Hold your cards, Chad. Not yet.
With 10 other guys till he was 50.
Thank you.
All he does is win. Now his girlfriend's being that people they think she's the lady from the Bud Light ads.
Back to Gino.
Apparently everybody's thinking Canoe is the guy from the Bud Light ads. So that's good when everyone's like, "Is your girlfriend the Bud Light lady?" The Bud Light lady, she's probably hotter. The Bud Light lady, she probably has a better figure, if you know what I'm saying.
And
can I say that? Can I say that without being sued for defamation?
Listen to me.
Gino's whole objective is divided.
Listen to me. Listen to me. $1.99, Bon Levy. Don't miss your chance.
Piazza games.
Get your on there. Get your ass on there.
And you and
Why?
Lizzie are
I don't get
great
anything
teammates,
out of it.
really
He gets
utterly
views and
talentless.
super chats and
I can't,
subscribers,
I'm not
and
gonna
I don't
argue
get
with any of the
money talks. Thousands. I need thousands to go
super
on.
chats too. No, you're not, Chino. No, you're not. Jeff Hutchinson, apparently you don't do funny on this show either. Ouch. Who's he talking to? Everybody?
Listen, I got an idea. Before this whole live YouTube super chat bullshit, before Bob, before fucking Chad, you used to just be you and
Shut
Adam
up.
doing a show that you would release whenever you fucking felt like it. Once a week, twice a week.
Listen
You
to
were
Stevie
all
Lou, a
well,
guy who has 200 Twitter
have a guest
followers,
on when you
Kevin.
felt like it, you know? That eventually Chad fucking weaseled his way into the fucking program. That didn't work out.
Okay,
Bob,
Stevie, let me explain something to you. I was doing 2 days a week then, okay? I'm doing 5, 6, 7 shows a week now. It's a different fucking thing.
He's getting the
And
same
so I can't all
numbers
of a
if
sudden
Bob
go
was
back
there.
to 2 days. I couldn't even turn myself off if I tried.
No, please don't.
Why do you think
He's got Dan Villado and Stevie Lou, and he's doing better numbers without Bob Levy and Ray
So I
DeVito.
can't, I'm not a fucking pothead. Like I almost said more bad things. I'm not a pothead.
Piazza.
I'm not like a pothead loser piece of shit like you are, who could just sit around and daydream all day.
It's
and
true.
shit. So
He's saying,
I gotta
Kevin's saying the
do I gotta
truth.
do my 6, 7 shows a week, regardless. I'm not gonna go back to doing 2 a day. I mean, 2 a week, and be like, "That's right."
I
That's
get
okay,
career
right?
advice from Stevie
What am I
Lou.
gonna do with my time? I'm gonna start knitting. Rodney King, $5. Can't we all just get along? Stevie got pot is an edgy grub. Stevie
God.
is in the Gomer pile of
They're
this.
laughing. This is what Kevin wants. His balls washed. Galactic Wrestling Federation, $2. KB got greedy. Didn't know how good he had it with the
You know
much.
what happens to Gomer.
Thank you,
Not
Galactic
good.
Wrestling Federation.
Who the neighbors? What's his name?
I think he's talking about Full Metal Jacket. And that
No,
was-
Gomer Pyle was the
Gomer
guy
Pyle.
from Andy and Mayberry RFD.
Yeah, but they also called the guy Gomer Pyle.
I don't. Who
and-
gives a shit? I'm not. We don't watch Full Metal Jacket.
But we do Sergeant Barnes and Platoon all day.
Yeah,
and
he's
now all of a sudden-
famous. It was a famous movie. The movie you're talking about was
This label, $2. Chad, what are you doing? They sent you the link to go.
the Gomer Pyle.
This label, you know, if I go on there,
What's the movie? I don't even
the
remember.
chat's just going to get you against me. I'm going to be the whipping boy. For what? For what? I'm going to make more money doing this show than I will Kevin's. That's a fact.
I thought he was talking about you.
I understand it's going to be enjoyable for the viewer, but it doesn't benefit me at all. The viewer, you guys get the benefit of me going on there, but not me.
Between Pavlov's dog and I'm not even.
God, they're like rolling at Kevin. They think he's hilarious.
So wait, hear me out. So no.
Shuli is a phony chooch.
We were there, Janet Jacob.
Shuli swears by this fact that he's the most straight up, honest guy that's ever lived, but nobody thinks that but him.
We're about to
And
hit
Levy.
400 here. Hit like, guys. Let's get to 400. So Janet Jacob looks like a genius.
To lie about their fucking business model. Chad said he will come on for $200. Donate. Yeah, no thanks.
Yo, since then it's been 2,000.
Finally free. They shit on Bob. That's the best part. Lenny stinks. Finally free from Bob's smoker cackle. Dude has been worthless for the last 20 years. Now he can go eat all the blue cheese he wants. Hack! I mean, my super chats will go down. I don't give a fuck. I don't expect to hear from Bob Levy for life anymore. But what am I gonna do? It's like I can't be held at the mercy of like these fucking guys who show no loyalty. I had the same problem with Brian McCarthy, who's supposed to be on next Tuesday, where he's like, "Hey, you don't mind if?" Yeah, I do mind. I do fucking mind. Kevin, why does everyone have to get high to talk to me? Maybe because you're hard to deal with. Love you, Unc. Chad's little bro. What?
Yeah, they that's why they got to get high, because he is hard to deal with. Janet Jacob. I was drinking a lot when I was on that show because it's a hard show to do. Janet Jacob, $2. Just tune in. Where's Old Man River?
And he always signs off with Chad's little bro.
Not till today he did.
Well, I mean today, but I'm saying he's been doing it for the last.
So he was run over by a car?
Yeah, I guess that's what he's referring to.
God, they're fucking scumbags.
I might have to start getting high from my own show.
Maybe.
Look at Stevie Lou. He's such a fucking
Know a
loser.
guy.
Oh, I can't even hearing somebody say I know a guy makes me want to fucking
Stevie
kill
Lou.
myself.
Stevie
Can
Lou
I say that?
sucks.
Can I say that on the show?
Stevie Lou fucking sucks. Period. He's
Motherfucker.
terrible. He's a horrible comedian. He's terrible on podcasts.
Fucking hard for you motherfuckers.
But you got to
YouTube.
hang out with
Please
these
shut me
fucking
down.
losers.
Please shut me down. Do I have to take out my dick and they'll shut me down? Jesus
That does
Christ.
it usually. That usually
It's
does it.
fucking
will do it,
exhausting. Like I haven't got paid for April. From April 1st on. The last time I got paid was money I made in March.
You
and
go
they
on.
take 30% of the top. They pay themselves right a fucking way. And they make you wait 3 weeks from the end of the month. So last money I got paid for was March 31st. Sick. And then I got to worry about them giving me a timeout because I'm yelling.
Michael McDonald. Oh, wow. Michael McDonald. Ride like the wind. Na, 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 na. $4.99. 2000 is absurd. Stop it. This is your moment, Mud. Don't blow it. This isn't my moment. I'm getting nothing out of it. He's not. I'll make more money over here.
Why don't you guys get a
I'll,
room?
and then I'll be on a podcast with Dan Filato and Stevie Lou. Like, I'll look like a loser. I'll look like the biggest fucking loser. It's not worth it.
Kevin, you're the ship. Everyone else is barnacles. I'll do the show by myself. I don't give a fuck.
He's already setting it up.
I got to worry about who gets along with who and the guests and their Wi-Fi and does Mike Buschetti. I asked Mike Buschetti twice. I'm like, Mike, how's your Wi-Fi? Good, Kevin, good. And then he shows up. It's like, oh, my video don't work. It's like, Mike, I asked you a simple question. It worked yesterday for the Shuley Network. Maybe they have better tech. Single mother 5 after Ray. How is Bob not 100% loyal to you? I honestly thought he was always completely loyal to you when he was on the other show and they talked about you. Maybe. I didn't watch the other shows. But when he's questioning me and supporting Gino, like, no, Gino said he didn't do it. Okay, Bob. Right. Gino also says he's winning. He lives in East Harlem. He has a Bud Light girlfriend.
Why would I go back on this show? Why would I go back?
The ending we all deserve. Thank you. I'll just take this motherfucker down with me.
He really
Think
is.
I won't. You know, Chad's panicking with me sinking the ship. Then what do I do? Who do I snipe? Who do I snipe if he sinks his own ship? Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
He's the captain.
Shut up. That guy is so lame. He's so gay, Stevie Lou. He's just a terrible podcaster. He shouldn't be around. Nobody should know who he is.
He picked Shuley.
This is the biggest platform he'll ever go on. He'll never be on a bigger show ever. For the rest of his career, Stevie Lou will never be on a bigger show than this or MLC. Let's go, Brandon, $5. He's getting the same numbers, LOL. Levy didn't add anything to the show. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. You listen to me. You listen to me. No, Levy's now he's trying to hitch his wagon to Melton. Melton, you're watching? Go in business with Bob Levy. He sees tech, and you got a little following. He's like, oh, maybe I can get some money from Melton. 20% of his overdose.
He is too smart. He knew it was going to explode at some point. And yesterday, he just greased the wheels, baby. It was, and I love Bob, but he was just, you could tell from I only got to hear a little bit of it because I had to jump on a plane.
I go hang out with Mark Grace, right?
Put it on at nighttime, but you could feel it through the earphones that you were about to explode, and he just didn't get it. And I probably think part of the reason is the marijuana. What? It wasn't that funny. He's laughing.
He's taking us out.
Mary Beth Johnson, everybody.
You could tell Bob's not.
Brian's lovely wife. Don't go. Make your money here. $5. Well, thank you, Mary Beth.
Cookies.
Brian's a
Because
calm
he comes
boy.
here to relax. He comes here to relax.
Yeah.
He's like watching the show with everybody else.
He's right. Kevin's
Have to
right.
Take a break. That was pretty funny.
Kevin's right.
Sean, thank you.
Yeah,
Chauncey Gardner, $10. If I never
boy.
see or hear Kumia, Shuley, or Gino again, it will be too soon. Thank you, Chauncey Gardner. From that movie, Full Metal Jacket. Toto. Remember Gomer from Full Metal? No, we don't. We don't. And we can't talk about suicide.
I have an idea.
On YouTube either, because they'll take this other 70% and they won't give it to me for another month.
I have an idea.
Fuck YouTube. Seriously, we really got. I was thinking about going to Parlor. What's that other one called?
Rumble.
We're gonna go to Parlor, everybody. Tim G, $2 got in late. Where's Levy? This will be up on Patreon and memberships only. Gift of membership. And I have an idea. Let me run it by you guys. Tell me what you think.
Truth Social.
Hello?
Is it Bob Levy?
Any follow up or just go fuck yourself?
That was it. It sounds like he
It might
Baba
have been
Booeyed them.
Maybe it's a fake. Maybe it's a fake Shula.
Yeah, it's probably I think that was from my soundboard.
Yeah, that was the same with Bob with me. And you guys
like when Chad called Levy.
It was fake.
That was similar. Fuck.
The video was fake, Stevie.
Onions, I already sent you.
Stevie, the video was fake. It was fake. Patrick's a liar. The video was fake. Patrick's a liar. Patrick's a liar. The video was fake. It was fake. My chat room said it was
I
fake.
think he sleeps during the day too. He's up all night and shit and sleeps during the day like a fucking fat vampire.
Like you? He needs weed to function.
Morty Smith, cool. You mentioned Queen of Freddie Mercury's AIDS coming on. Comes on what? Cool. You mentioned Queen and Freddie Mercury's AIDS comes on smoking a joint. I don't get it.
He's saying that I look like Freddie Mercury, but when he was like almost dead from AIDS. So
I like when I don't get jokes because I feel like I'm high. I feel like I'm on a different. I'm in an alternate universe.
Murphin North Cal, $2. Go on 50 plus my 2. $50 plus your 2.
No, I know because it's idiocy.
Oh.
Kevin and I don't understand idiots.
That's why I'm here,
No,
guys.
I employ them. I don't get it. Chad just said MLC is the old. Hey, $5. Chad just said MLC is the old yeller of podcasts, and it's time to literally put it out of.
I didn't say that.
Chad made it funny.
But that's a you know what joke too. We can't make those here.
Yeah, I'll
Take
lose
someone
my
out of the
privileges.
misery.
Don't point at your head.
Stevie's a fucking
an idiot?
idiot. They're both
I
idiots.
like when idiots tell you what you can't do. Look at like the
Brian Godboy, $2. Let him sink. Docs the link. Send Bob the
look
link.
what we can't do, and then he points.
Bob and Gina Levy are out of the. They fucked over
Look it up.
me and
See
they're out of
that?
business
We're
with
gonna
me.
get the channel. I'm yelling. We're gonna take it down. Old Yeller. Adam, call this episode Old Yeller. Dan and Stevie, are you ready to provide content of KB Ball? That was funny.
God, look at them laughing.
I called Ski Mask yesterday. I said, good job, because they could have easily bailed. I was still here. It was like when the pilots like
Good
make
job,
the two idiots.
Good
fucking
job,
fly
the
the
ski mask. How about I do this, guys? How about tell me what you think in the chat? Since I'm not going to get compensated. I'm not going to get, I'm not going to get money. What if I just go on his show and I go, hey guys, come check out my live stream over at Sit Down Zumock. Thanks for having me. Good night. And I leave. That's it. What do you think? Go on for a second.
Because he was sober. If he was high, it would have been a shit show.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So I like how
weed,
guys who are high always like, the way to go is high, unless you have to do anything that day. Unless you have to accomplish anything other than walking to the post office. The way to do it is to be, because I told Ski Mask, I go, thank God you were sober, because if you were drunk or high, it would have been a fucking shit show. Shuli acts like he's some seasoned comic who knows all and constantly
Rodney
pontificates
says
his
yes.
nonsense. Hack. No, Shuli was on the Stern Show for 15 years.
Shanghai
That's what they
said
told you
no.
on the Stern Show.
Hockey Canada says
podcast
yes.
all day.
Little Mirror
with
says
the
do
same
it.
3 guys and just call it different shows, and no one's going to catch on. Hey, it's a different show. It's the Miserable Men Show. Wait, these guys seem familiar to me. Where
Bob
do I
Shiny
know
T
them
says
from?
sell out.
The
Wait
BS
a
show.
second. Wait a second. Are those the same guys from Uncle Rico?
Doghouse
Yeah.
Rally
I
says
think
they
it
got
is. I think
nothing.
it is. Hey, Johnny Utah. Now that's a good name, Johnny Utah. That's like Johnny Unitas, but even cooler. It's like Joe Montana. It's like Joe Montana.
I'll go on for 5 minutes if William Borgeson gives me $300.
Keanu Reeves' character is named.
I'd fuck Keanu Reeves before Canoe.
What's it say about Dan Filato?
He goes,
Okay, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about it. If you want to talk about old movies, get Dave Landau on. Send Dave Landau the link. Dave Landau, that's all he can talk about. It's his funny T-shirt and a movie he saw once when he was a boy in Detroit.
God, look at this bitch is giggling.
I haven't even heard him talk about 8 Mile Road. He must go on and on about that fucking
400
movie.
over here.
That was it. I used to go down 8 Mile Road sometimes when it was snowing out. And I remember that motorhome that he lived in. Yeah, Dan Fellatio, Gino should steer clear of union men. Could be hazardous to us.
Let Kevin know in a super chat. He gets the same amount of numbers with Stevie Lou and Dan.
Diaz. Wow.
But
I don't think he's talking
that he does with Bob. But when I'm on the show with Bob, he averages over 1,100, if not more.
Another sidekick.
I'm so high. I'm so high. I could translate that one, but I'm not gonna.
Wait, don't you ever get sick of being high?
I mean, it's not all day, but this is
You
like
said it. You said it was all day.
He's such
yeah,
a
but
liar.
there's like breaks in between me being high and then getting high again.
You're still kind of high.
This helps. I have a major stomach issue that this helps me keep regular. I'm
Shut
not getting
up.
it all. This is
Just like
something
Kurt
that does-
Cobain, right? That's why he took
It's
heroin.
not
'cause he had
stomach
a
issue.
Correct.
You can't live in reality,
No, 'cause
Stevie. You're an ugly man. You're untalented. You're not
I
funny.
said, try some heroin. I said, thank you.
So I got to be high all day to deal
To
with it.
say I have been to the doctor and they've prescribed
Went
me a
to
bunch.
the doctor, and guess what? He told me, flimsy, Mr. Filato Gelato.
Gelato.
Mr. Filato Gelato.
That's great.
These guys just laugh at flimsy. Can you please tell them about the powerful talent agent that used to run in this town?
He is a powerful agent, Flimsy. He's Mario Basco's people.
Oh, he is? I didn't know.
Yes.
I did not know that. Doghouse O'Reilly, you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel. These guests are trash. It fits right in. All my guests are trash. At least their Wi-Fi works. Hey, Mike. I mean, the best was nobody in the house. It sounded like they're having a dinner party upstairs. nobody could fix his fucking light. Nobody could turn on the light. And I was like, what in the fuck, Mike? And then he texts me after. He goes, I hate to see you like that, Kevin. I'm like, I hate to see you like that too, Mike, because I couldn't see you. Jules David, will Dan set the record straight about Stuttering John's kids getting trashed on Artie's podcast? Don't talk about people's kids. I'm sick of the fucking people's kids shit, so we're going to skip that one. Sorry.
It's all right to talk about my brother, though. It's all right to talk about my brother.
Ray had 425 live views today to watch Shuley flip to Team Ray. Cut everyone loose, KB. Solo dolo. Wait, I don't even know what he's saying. What is he saying?
He wants you to.
What if I go on Kevin's show
off the stream
and I dox Cardiff
he's saying
Electric
Ray
and I
had
leave?
24 so watch Shuley flip to Team. Oh, yeah.
And that way,
Shuley's
oh,
already
that'd be
doing
great.
that. That's why I had Shuley on, because he's like, everybody comes over here. I make the story. I make everything exciting. And then Shuley's like, wait, can we get that guy with the pink blanket? And they're like, Shuley, he's already on your network. Fantastic. Like Mr. Burns. Fantastic. We already have him under contract? Yep. Ray DeVito. I told Ray DeVito, go live.
Gino's being 100% correct here, whether you like Gino or not. Dan Filato is a compulsive liar. He's a dick rider. He uses people. He enabled Arby's drug and he probably stole money from Artie. This guy's not a good dude. I agree with Gino 100%.
Stealing from him. Also, Levy sucks again. Yeah, even Carl, I was watching Shuley today for a second. He goes, I have a feeling. He was talking about, somebody said, what do you think Carl thinks about Ray DeVito? And
DeVito.
Bob's like, yeah, I think he probably likes Ray. Ray's a nice guy. And then you go, and Julie's like, I think Carl probably, I disagree. I think Carl probably thinks Ray's a little weird. He goes, I think he probably has a problem with Ray. And Julie goes, like Carl has, I think he has a problem with me too. And it's like, yeah, Julie, because you're stealing every idea you have from Carl. So yeah, he's gonna have a fucking issue with you.
I sent Carl a link yesterday, and he actually responded. He said, I'm doing a show. So maybe there's progress. Who knows?
That's how it goes. 2020.
Maybe she's happy. Carl's brother's wife.
What movie is that from?
Tampa Terry, $9.99. I like it. Get in and get out, brother. Jump in the ring, cut a promo, and get out, brother. You will be in the Friday morning news. Tampa Terry checking out. Mudshark for live. Yeah, baby.
Jim Neighbors, right?
Jim Neighbors. They're talking Jim Neighbors from Gomer Pyle. That's where they're at with the show. We're talking Jim Neighbors from Andy Griffith's show. Gay Jim Neighbors. That's where we're at.
Yeah, he's got a
I
beautiful.
don't have a Hulk Hogan song, but I have the Ultimate Warrior.
In show business that hit it the whole time. Don't point a gun to your head, Steve.
I'm not pointing a gun at the. I'm just saying.
No, I see your hand and go, we can't do this.
Because you're saying Piazza, and we got Mark over here.
I
who's
like
a good
covering
friend of
up
the show.
He don't care.
Stevie with the super
He's
chat.
in on the joke. Kevin, the disrespect towards you lately has been infuriating. When you jumped off yesterday,
Somebody sent me a very long super chat so I can just cover Stevie and keep yours up.
No hands. No hands.
probably wrote this a half hour ago when we weren't calling everybody Piazza. Love, we do it with love. We do everything here.
Sorry. Oh, wait, hold on.
Why is everyone anti-Semitic? Because you're stealing. You steal every idea you have. You steal from Carl. Little Mirror. What is this clown show
Little Mirror.
You've got going? Jesus Christ, man.
So no disrespect to Little Mirror, but we did have Little Mirror on an episode of Ski Mask Collective.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, that's why he's joking. What is this clown show you've got? Jesus Christ, man, get some decent. I think he's joking.
Quit
about
trying to
you,
promote
Steve,
Ski Mask
because he was
Collective.
just on your show, so he's shitting on you because
It's not growing.
As a joke.
It was epic.
But thanks for trying to explain a fucking joke to a comedy genius like myself. Officer Tubbs. Remember what movie is that from? Officer Tubbs.
Crockett and Tubbs were from
Miami Vice.
Don't point at your head.
Miami Vice, you fuck.
Don't even scratch it.
Dan, help me out.
Miami Vice. KB, I heard you ask for me. Officer Tubbs. That was a beautiful, beautiful man. I swear to God, I don't know what Mark Lender is used to in the man department, but if I could easily have sex with Officer Tubbs. probably even now still. I mean, people are like, Kevin's racist. I see brown flavored men, and
Of course he
I
is.
could easily get that guy a hot blanket, if you know what I'm saying, a wet towel.
I get it.
I mean, it's like, wow, he was a handsome man. Officer Tubbs, KB, I heard you ask for me. Report I was on vacay in Tampa. Fat drunk.
I'm the one that got Patrick on Kevin's show. Kevin didn't even know who he is. Patrick took half the audience.
Jesus, you had a busy fucking weekend.
I think I know who he's talking about.
Do you? Oh my God, Stevie!
Allegedly, Chad Zumock, because we don't want to get sued for defamation. I still haven't heard from Chad's lawyer.
Oh shit!
Even though you don't give a,
Is Chad's lawyer watching right now?
According to Chad, I guess the guy. Hope
I'm Stevie Lou
by the hour because
I'm a clown.
Watch these fucking drugs. Hold on.
The other day we went 3 hours long, and Chad was apparently complaining because he was like, "How long is this fight?" And imagine what his lawyer's thinking. Even though you don't give a fuck, I love you, KB. Thank you, Eugene. I'll keep doing the show, man. I'll keep doing the show. Again, if the super chats go down, if the fucking numbers go down, hit the like button, you pricks. If the numbers go down, I'll have to adjust. We'll see what happens. And
instead of going on Kevin's show and he's not going to compensate me, I'm going to send Gino the link if he wants to pop on.
The Shuli Network. It could happen. I don't think it is though, because they're on every day, not up against me, and nobody gives a fuck. But maybe they'll go up at 4 o'clock. They'll have it at 4 o'clock show in addition to the 9 o'clock show in the morning and all the other shows. Mr. Kill Everything, $5. Hope you and Bob can work things out. You both made us laugh so much overtime.
That's not a bad idea.
Means. I made them laugh overtime. You both made us laugh so much overtime. Oh.
Somebody sent Kevin a super chat saying, "I'll come on with the stipulation never have Stevie Lou on again. That's all I want. No payment."
Get stuck like in those bumper cars when you get stuck in the corner. That's how I am. I can't. I gotta get my way out. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, Levy was better drunk and high when he read super chats. Better drunk and high. We will always be MLC fans, but we'll always miss Bob if he's gone. Bob ain't gone. He's on TV 7 hours a day on the Shuley Network. I mean, he's right over here. I mean, he's probably going live now. Eric Cahill. Why does Stevie Lou look like the aliens from Serve Man Twilight Zone episode? I missed that one too, but I'm sure
that was
sending Gino the link. He said he might come on.
Stevie Lou, were you ever good looking?
He's an ugly dude.
That wasn't a super chat too. You're just asking me that. Yeah, I think so. I mean,
no,
listen,
I can ask. They don't have to be super chat.
I did all right for myself in my 30s.
How old are you?
I'm 40 now, and I'm married, so I'm all locked down. And
hey, congratulations!
Thank you, Dan. I've got a beautiful, amazing wife. So while I was out there, especially being a comedian in New York City, Kevin could tell you, hanging out on McDougal Street, it's like fucking every single chick in the world is out there and hanging out. And
it's like a parade, especially when it first gets hot. It's insane.
And Steve Lou was out there barking, trying to get people into the grizzly pair.
Women just
barking. Comedy show, everybody. He goes up, bombs for 5 minutes.
You've ever seen, and then
that's Stevie's career.
A hotter girl walks by like 3 seconds later. And
Stevie Lou has never done an improv or a funny bone his entire life, his whole career. His 7-year career. This morning,
2:00 in the morning, that were unbelievable looking.
Yesterday,
Blue Note?
Yeah. They would come out when that bar cleared.
Well, that's now because the seller opened up a second location, and that's right across the street from the Blue Note. So you're fucking right there. Just
what are you doing? City tours now? Let's move on. Johnny Carson, $5. It would be great if another brick in the wall fell on Shuley's head. Right? He would say it was an anti-Semitic brick.
Yeah. Wow.
All in all, Bill Loney, Stevie Lou rides a motorcycle with no seat. Is that a fact?
Bicycle with no seat. Bill Loney.
What'd I say? Motorcycle?
Yeah, but
imagine if I saw a guy with a motorcycle, no seat. That'd be crazy.
Bill Loney is a buddy. He's a good dude.
I saw a guy riding. I saw a guy riding like a Grubhub, a bicycle, and he popped a wheelie as he's riding. I'm like, and the food fell out.
Is this true?
Showing off.
No, I'm like, no matter what you do.
Is that Patrick in the photo? Dick Fitzwell?
You ain't gonna look cool, so there's no point.
I think that's Patrick. Why is your mod Crumb Bum saying Melton is worth watching right now in your chat instead of staying here watching you? Is that true? Crumb Bum, if that's true, I'm about to fire you as a moderator, and then I'm going to sentence you to steel toe as a moderator.
Joe didn't get fired though.
I don't think so. No, he was
$4.99. Thank you, Dick Fitzwell. I liked your old photo of that family.
Yeah,
the fat mom. I like the old photo with the fat mom.
Ray was like, I got to say, Pottstown went very well. It's like you've been complaining about it since last week, but now you're coming around that it went very well. It's fucking pathetic.
So now
Ray will never be on the show again until tomorrow.
Okay, I was gonna say. Apparently, Ray will not say the name Gino anymore. Also. So that's gonna affect.
That's gonna hurt Gino's numbers.
Even coming out of your mouth, it's nicer. Because coming out of Ray's mouth, it's like Gino.
Mile High. Hey guys, do you guys all want to go on? This guy's great. Do you guys want to go on Kevin's show? What do you guys say in the super chats? I'll tweet it out. I'll tweet the link out, and you can all go on Kevin's show. That will be awesome. Yes, let's do that. Mile High. That's a great idea. How about instead of me going on the show, you guys all go on the show? Just drive Adam fucking crazy.
He said he wasn't there all week. I said, well, he was just there that one day. He goes, yeah, because he was doing something. So I was like, whatever. I was like, whatever. But it's like I knew what Shirley was doing all along. I mean, I'm not stupid. I knew he kept doing more shows. and tying Bob's time up more and just making it so like, ultimately, and again, you think like
Whisk Diff, $5. Chad, you should post the invitation to MLC show here in the chat so anyone can join their show.
I guess $50,000 a year.
These are great ideas.
Shuley, but we'll see if he has it. Because that's what I was paying Bob. Bob was
Citizen M, Little Mirror. You guys want to go on Kevin's show? I'll send you the link.
And Bob's like, I don't need it. Okay, Bob. Bye. I'm trying to get somebody else for a fraction of that. And is Shuley going to pay Bob another $50,000? I don't know. I hope the memberships are lining up. But nothing's changed. They still have the same fucking shit shows with no budget.
Turn up. Do it. $2. Do it for comedy. Screw money.
One step ahead of you guys.
Do it for
I sent
comedy?
to Neil and also Liz from the Comedy Cellar.
Oh, wow.
Nobody's jumping on.
No, but everybody's busy.
This is exactly what happens when
I'm
somebody
busy.
quits. Nobody wants to be the first guy into the cauldron. Mason in Portland calls you anti-Semitic one day and does business with Kumi
I
the
sent it
next.
to him.
That totally soured me on Shuley. Drop that giggling skeevy. Stone Stevie Lou.
Giggling? I'm not giggling.
Yeah, that's true, Mason. He calls me anti-Semitic on Friday, and then he's playing footsie with Kumia the next day. Who's
You guys want me to bring Gino on?
well-known racist? Like that's just a fact. Like Kumia prides himself on his racism, but he's worried about my anti-Semitism because I said Roger Waters was good at making music.
But
hold on.
I'm unarmed.
You're coming unarmed?
I'm coming in cool.
Are you hot?
No, we've been proven ridiculously right over the past 48 hours. Like, let me tell you, when you were screaming, and we'll put all our differences aside to focus on what we've nailed.
Okay.
Like when you were screaming, Ray needs to get out of podcasting. Oh, I'm not in. I thought it. What am I?
No,
hold on.
You're
Jesus
in.
Christ. Yeah, no, I was listening to you and I was listening to the chat. Sorry about that. All right.
It's all right.
Yeah, so I'm an idiot. So when you were saying a couple, like Ray needs to get out of podcasting, like he's just the guy there. And feel free to nod because it's with anyone. All the truth is obvious. Like all the shit they say about receipts, it's what you said. It's like they're shitting on him, and he needs to get out for his own fucking good. And he's just he literally drove how far this weekend to do a show he wasn't even on.
6.
To do 6 minutes just so he could say, I'm a comedian, I got on stage. And just so he could say, I didn't blow the light, which I still don't get it. Chad, a comic doesn't do a show without knowing what he's getting paid, or we both agree, like there are certain bookers that when they call us, they're like, can you do this date? And you don't even ask, because you know if they can get you 10 grand, they'll give it to you. And if they only can give you 100, you trust them, that's all you get. And so you know that. You know if you have a place to stay. And even if you don't, you know you have a place to stay because you're a grown-up who can afford a hotel in a pinch, right? And you know there's a light. It's a comedy club. And everything he does is he tries to be a victim. And I was texting him the other day, and I'm like, while he's on the air, and he's like, I didn't come on to be yelled at. And I texted him, yes, you did, Ray. You came on to be yelled at. That's what you're there for. And it was hilarious when he's like, Gino texted me, do you want to hear it? And they're like, no, we don't want to hear it. And I texted him like, yes, they want to shit on you, Ray. They don't care about shitting on me. And then Ray admitted, like when Kevin finally snapped yesterday, Kevin yelled, yeah, I told Ray I wouldn't pay him. It was $100. I found out because I have a recorded message from him. It was $100 that he had to dox fucking Keanu, E-Rock, and Anthony. And I'll tell you this, it's weird. And this is more like Shuley said it today on the show. It's like, Gino doesn't lie. Gino owns up to everything he does. He's crazy. And given how we've talked about this too, you were right, Chad, how the echo chamber wants them to dance. If ever there was anyone in his camp, your camp, my camp, fucking concentration camp that fucking had evidence of me giving out anyone's fucking number, you know they would post it to fan the fucking flames. It doesn't exist. I never did it. And when Bob started pushing back yesterday and fucking, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this and you'll laugh. He was like you with that other lie about the oil can. Kevin's like, Gino gave out Ray's number, and Bob just goes, no, he didn't. He didn't give out the last 4 digits. And then Kevin goes, well, he gave out all but the last 2, and Bob goes, no. And then I called Steel Toe. Forgive me, I always flip-flop him because it's an S word. I called Ski Mask, and he's like, don't answer the phone. And Kevin is just getting caught up in all the lies fucking Kevin's phone is the one the 3 matching screenshots show that he obviously sent to Ray, who he said he wouldn't pay Ray $100. He said this yesterday. I will not pay Ray $100, which Ray desperately needs because he's a fucking hack loser. And Ray literally admitted, he's like, I gave out all these numbers. Well, I'm going to be honest. Ray admitted, he's like, I gave out E-Rock's number because he was talking to someone that knows Keanu and knows fucking Anthony, who, by the way, odd that the screen grabs were saved under Keanu, which Kevin calls her, Anthony, which Kevin calls, Kumia, which is what Kevin calls him, and Eric Nagel, which is what Eric Nagel's name is when you first start getting booked at fucking comp. It's so obvious that fucking he screenshotted them from his phone, Kevin Brennan. He sent them to his little fucking bitch, Ray, who needed $100, and fucking Kevin admitted on the stream, I will not give you this $100 until you dox these people. He did. He got drunk last night. He felt bad. He copped to all of it. I'll say again, he copped to the fucking to giving out Eric's number, but it's obviously a lesser lie.
So Ray gave out Kumia's number, E-Rock's number, and everybody.
Ray admitted to E-Rock's number, and I'm just connecting the dots. He gave out the number, but for some reason, the other 2 numbers that went out had the exact same matching screen grab, which is Kevin's phone. So unless you want to believe that he needed $100 so badly, and Kevin said, you do not get this money until you give out all 3 numbers. If you believe Ray, who's a master negotiator, Chad, and should tell you what, I'll do 1. Okay. No, it's like he's like, I need the $100. So Ray did it. Prove me wrong. And if you want... And if you want to prove me wrong, find me giving out the number, which I didn't do because I don't care about numbers. And it's also odd that my number wasn't given out because Kevin knows I don't give a fuck about giving out 6'4", 6'3", 6'9", 6'5", 6'4". And then and he's so bad, this piece of shit goes on. Dan Filato, you know him better than me.
Dude,
I mean, from what it sounds like.
I mean, I backed you up 100% about Dan Filato. He's a user, he's a liar, and he enabled Artie Lang. That's a fact.
This is how he enabled Artie Lang, from my experience. I don't know if, so I was the second mic on the Artie Quitter podcast. And maybe I like saying that because I wasn't paid. Artie needed the money for heroin. And I'll be the first to admit, like when Pat Dixon busted my jaw, I literally looked at the big picture and I said, maybe, because I'm telling you, I don't care. He did it because he's addicted to Adderall and he can't control his insecure anger. But I literally said, I'm like, maybe I deserve this because look, this is fun. And you understand, but I said, look at you, smile. See, this is great. Don't ever go back to that asshole. Not that you would. So here's the thing, Chad. I literally said in the Zen thing, I'm like, I'm not without, it's from the Prophet or something. I'm not without fault. It's like, I knew Artie was on drugs. He wasn't paying me. And he wasn't when I first started, but it's like, I was like Ray in a way. I'm like, I can't call him out for doing drugs. Not that he'd listen, but who cares? I need the exposure. I need to be on this podcast. So I would go on. But so I'm like, maybe I deserve to get punched but the man that was the fucking linchpin is this fucking Cleveland piece of shit liar that lived with Artie because he had nothing to do in Chicago. He would always, lie, be like, well, I left everything in Chicago. Yeah. Like I canceled all my cellar spots tonight, Chad.
Yeah, he got fired in Chicago and Artie gave him an opportunity on the DirecTV show. And then he went over to the podcast and just totally milked. I mean, he's not a good dude. He lies. He lied about me. Yeah.
Go. I'm sorry. Go. He lied. What did he lie?
No, he said all the stuff about me and I contacted him. I don't have Dan's number. I went on Artie's show once in DirecTV and he said I said all this stuff about him when I was at the show. I was like, I barely talked to him. I barely talked to the guy.
And the story he told, if you're watching at the beginning about the construction show, this is what gets me. He turned at one of the greatest compliments Artie ever gave me into the typical lie. Like, this is the lie. And I don't know if you saw Ray get totally called out by Bob today. Ray got totally called out by Bob today.
What happened? I mean, I know.
Ray, he got fed up with his bullshit. He said, and the other thing, Ray has to be a victim. Ray has to be a victim. So Ray is bitching about that pink blanket thing going around, which is insane. Because Ray fucking invited himself on the show. He's admitted that. Like, if I said to you, if you're Bob and I'm Ray and I go, hey, you guys have a house and Bob's too nice to stay, and he goes, yeah. Wouldn't the next thing a man would say is like, hey, can I stay there? I'm driving a long way. But if you're Ray and you don't want to repeat out loud something you have to hear, I'm driving a long way, because you know you weren't invited, you just say, okay, and you wait to be the victim. And then a guy like Teamster Tim, who is so nice, says, you could stay with me. And rather than like me or you going like, oh, dude, it worked out. Ray let me, Tim let me crash him. He made this thing like I had to get, he made it like he was a victim. And he's like, I had to get, I'm sucking up with facts, Mark Twain. Ray, and this is what Bob said. If you call repeating or regurgitating what Bob said on Ray's show simping rather than recapping, fine. Allow me to simp recap. He literally said, Ray, you lied about that to make people look bad. That's why he did it. And then he fucking verified the story. And this gets back to why people lie. He's like, and he verified the long-standing lie. Ray blew the light at the secret show that he invited himself on, that we were nice enough to let him on. And he did fucking 30 minutes instead of 10. It was
I believe
dark. It's factual. And it was, I remember it was the first time I met Gina, and Bob was hanging out with Gina, and the woman running the show, while fucking Bob had just gotten up because Ray finally got off, said to Gina, and Bob yelled this at Ray, he goes, and she said, look, my parents said it's getting late. They have to turn out the lights soon. And fucking Bob even said, Gino never screamed the N-word. Gino was literally doing his COVID stuff, which is all he does when the lights were turned out. And Ray sat there dumbfounded because he's used to people nodding at their lies, because he's used to fucking Brennan, which is what Dan just did. And he's like, oh, well, and he stammered like a fag. Now, this actual fag, closeted fag, Dan Filato, who hated that Artie fucking would laugh at my stuff, and he always got in the way, and he lied about me. The story that he just opened the show, I don't know if you saw, he's like, yeah, Artie and Gino did this construction site, and Gino goes up, and he calls these guys losers, and he drops a couple N-words. It was a construction site, and I'm still to this day looking for the old clip of Artie. It was one of the greatest compliments he ever paid me. He's like, we opened this construction show, and I don't know if, to be specific, I never knew this. When they build buildings in fucking, I guess anywhere, but skyscrapers in New York, when they get halfway done, they have some kind of party or celebration. So we were in the middle of a half-completed skyscraper, and it was literally like something, we're old enough to remember this. You might be young. The movie Gung Ho. It's like guys in suits.
Yeah, I remember Gung Ho.
Yeah. It's guys in suits on one side and their wives in construction wearing construction hard hats, and it's the workers on the other, and they build a stage, and I open for Artie. And I do my stuff, and why would I scream to you? And I'm just doing stupid jokes to open for Artie. And he told the story. He's like, Gino goes up there, and he starts calling these made men mobsters. He calls them fags and their wives whores. And he goes, now, if I did that, Artie goes, if I did that, I would have left in the back of a fucking Cadillac. He goes, but Gino is so charming, he got away with it. He did 20 minutes. He did great. And there's footage of this. And he goes, and then I went up, and it was a great show. And I thought that was such a great compliment. He's like, Gino's so charming, he got away with it. But Dan changes the story. He also tells the story about when we went to Montreal, fucking Artie. He's like, yeah, come up. He's like, I can't pay for it. I'm like, I took a train, 14 hours. I slept on the train. I got my own Airbnb, and we did this fucking Artie Quitter podcast live. And Dan wouldn't let me go on at the beginning. He had fucking the late Chris fucking, I forget the dead fat black kid from Philly. I went on halfway through. Artie later apologized. And Dan's like, yeah, they wanted to throw Gino out, which never happened because Dan was so insecure. And now you get to the center of the corn maze because he lived with Artie and all he ever did was protect him. Like we would show up sometimes. Me and Stacy would show up, Allie Breen, and he'd be there going like, I thought I texted you, no show today. Artie's tired. And he would do whatever Artie could to keep him fucking medicated on fucking heroin because if Artie ever sobered up, Dan's got to go back to Chicago where you said it. He's fired. He has nothing. And all he does is lie.
He's like Levy in the sense he hitches his wagon to everybody. He hitched it to Mark Grace. He kept Mark Grace drunk so he could live at his house. He did the same thing with Artie.
That's exaggerated too. Is that true? I'd love to hear that story. And
no,
by the way, let me say this, and you can make I don't care. Fucking Levy is talented. He's just tired of leaving the house, so he's doing this crazy shit. Dan has no fucking talent. Go on. I'm sorry.
I can agree with that. Personal feelings aside. No, Dan has zero talent. Here, let me check what they're saying because I want to see if they found out you're on here.
I'm a fan of Bob. He was always great on my show, but like after a while, I'm like, Bob, you got to see that shit's going to be a problem. Like you just got to see. And then I know Shuley with his like, he's like, what can I do to make this,
He's already setting it up to get rid of Bob.
And it's the same 3 months.
I think Bob got rid of him. Bob's
it's like
I've been watching the Shuley Network, the BS show, which look, I'm not again, Again, I love that show because you see Bob. It's like I'll make a compliment. It's like you on this show. You're smiling. You're having fun. Good for you, man. You are. Like you fucking. You're in the zone. You put up the Pat Punch Gino thing. We both got a kick out of it. And again, I love when fucking Brennan's like, Pat Dixon's winning. Do you think Pat Dixon would rather be fucking living at his aunt's house in Tennessee or living in New York doing comedy? Do you think he'd rather be fucking still on Compound Media or doing that fucking audio visual show? And do you think he loves going on, you called it, do you think he loves going on MLC and fucking not being able to be shit on because he's a hero for breaking my jaw, but not being able to talk about breaking my jaw because he still wants people to believe the lie that he didn't? He's fucking miserable. And that's Levy.
The thing with you and Pat, like, listen, I like Pat. He's never done anything to me. I can understand what.
3 women, 4 if you include me. I always throw that in because someone else is going to say it first. Go on.
I mean, that's like, I don't know. I don't know him that well, so that's your guys'.
And you don't know. You don't know that, but I do. And you don't in any way have to concur with me. I'm going to stop interrupting you eventually. Go on. I'm sorry, buddy.
No, I'm just saying with the whole Pat thing, and like, and I can understand like you being upset and all that. And it's I don't know. It's unfortunate, but it is. You know, you guys, we got to deal with this stuff now. And unfortunately, I mean, moving forward, how do you move forward? I don't know. I mean, I've known you for a long time. You know,
I apologize for that repeatedly. Go on.
And you know, and I don't believe everything Kevin's doing is right. Like, I'm not saying everything you're doing is right by any means, or me, but it's just at the same time, I got to, like, you know, if Kevin wants to sink his ship, then let him do it. Have Stevie, have Dan Villado, have all those guys on. That's fine.
He is Homer Simpson. That scene when he goes, he goes, you're addicted to Rage-a-Halt. He's addicted to Rage-a-Halt. He's got tunnel vision, nothing but super chats. He'll say anything for a super chat. Am I wrong? Or your thoughts?
I'm not going to argue. I mean, he is the super chats he's a slave to the super chats for sure. Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't make a living. I don't care. You're loud. I do it too, but I don't want to milk my audience out of all their money. Like, if you could do it, great. If you can't, that's great too. You know, there's other ways to help. Hit like, subscribe. That's great too, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out, but are you off all week?
They got a new TriCaster. It goes. They're installing it today. We did two in hot water streams. Me, Garrett, and Steve being idiots. The past 2 days just to give the fans something to watch. It was fun, and of course, we over. I missed the beginning of your show because we over. And you know, I do watch your show, but the other day I told you, I'm like, I missed you telling me to come in. I'm like, sorry, I had to listen to every stupid thing Ray said. I did cheat on you with MLC, But yeah, we did our show today, and we have Frankie McDonald, so we slid into just here the beginning of fucking dipshit.
No, they people go back and forth, and that's fine. Jules David 499, Chad, you predicted that Bob would be off MLC after Pottstown. Gino is a great second mic for this show.
I'm a great drop-in for this show. I am, and I like that we're getting there, buddy. And I'm sorry I yelled at you last time, but I don't lie, and you haven't been lying since you came here. So let's just go from here. But this was fun, dude. I'll let you get back to these people, and let's do more drop-ins. You know what I mean?
All right. Sounds good, man. Listen.
And also, my jaw is made out of graham crackers. I don't know if you know this, but Pat Dixon punched me, dude.
I've heard. I saw something on Reddit about it.
I saw 38 other things on Reddit about it. All right, go watch this shit. I'm going to get out of here. You're the man.
All right.
Have a great
All
weekend.
right. Take care, man. All right. Gino Bisconte, everybody. I don't know if it's always controversial. Some people get pissed. Some people say, but you know, it's one of those things like, you know, am I best friends with Gino? No, not at all. But you know, I like to hear both sides, and I let you be the judge.
Yeah, but that's too much. I'm saying that comes back, then we can do the lie detector again, and that'll be fun anyway. That was the whole idea of doing the Atlantic City. We get a lie detector thing set up.
We could do a high detector for me.
High detector.
Stevie doesn't sell tickets.
MLC Forever, great Thursday show. Is it Thursday? Gonna try.
It's Thursday.
I was thinking he's gonna say something about his niece. MLC Forever, great Thursday show. Gonna truck a Wayfair load from California, North Carolina.
Damn.
Have a great show, guys. Is he for real?
Probably Rickosaurus.
Oh, that's a long drive.
Yeah.
Is Wayfair? That's a moving company.
Guy's a legend. You know, Ski Mask got to hang out with Rickosaurus too.
Who gives a fuck about Ski Mask?
Truck run.
No cares.
Like
Nobody.
Months ago, and they both met and had a good old time for a couple hours. I heard They're fucking. Who's better than those two?
What you need is an MLC.
Did anybody get in?
Oh, you think that?
Did anybody get backstage?
I was going to use my hands to do a thing, but
Did anybody get backstage at Kevin's show with that link?
Merch. I mean, I got to talk to Melton about my merch. At least I don't know if I can do a dating app, but I got to start selling merch or something.
He's inventing the new thing. He's not. He doesn't have time for this stuff.
Who, Melton?
Melton,
yeah. Isn't he the one that invented podcasting? And Mark Maron, he told Mark Maron about it?
Yeah. Don't insult him. I need a couple of friends.
They're watching right now too. Careful, they're watching.
Congratulations, Melton. Dan Filato knows who you are.
2 weeks.
Congratulations, buddy.
With Mark Maron, how he came up with the podcasting, and so that's why I know that it's not a true story.
Holy shit!
How were you in the room?
They wanted to hire me at Air America, and I didn't want the job because I didn't like Al Franken. We never got along earlier. So.
Yeah.
Dan Filato's lying right
Mark
now.
Maron, I knew Mark from
This guy lies nonstop.
Sam Kinison. He used to hang around with Sam Kinison all the time.
Yeah.
And I used to hang around with Kinison when he was huge fans of our show in Chicago, and he used to come in all the time, even when he wasn't playing.
And so
what Dan this is what Dan does. He probably met Mark Maron. Mark Maron probably did his radio show, but that's as far as it goes. And then from there, Dan will just lie.
No, they ended Air America, and Maron and his producer were in the studio, and he said, "Have you ever heard about podcasting?" And I have a friend in Chicago named Ed who was up on the latest thing, and he had been telling me about podcasting, and then he explained it to Mark, and Mark's like, That's something I can do. That's something I really like to do. And then, so I know that, and I confirmed that with Mark about 6 months ago, the first time I heard Chad say that. That's what happened.
Where's the confirmation?
Claiming that he was the one.
You know what? I bet you he was on his show. You know what? I'm going to do the Bob thing here. I'm sure he's a wonderful guy. I'd like to do a podcast with him. Maybe it's another podcast for Bob. No,
there's like 5 different people that he talks about. Melton was one of them. And then also Jesse Thorne was one of them where he was like, yeah, he kind of showed me some stuff. He just asked
Maron says that?
Yeah. Because I listened to his show early on, right in the beginning. And
so Maron does mention Melton?
He had, I think he mentioned Patrick, but he definitely mentioned Jesse Thorne. But those people he was just asking like general questions to. But Brendan, his producer, was the one that
who came up with it. If he did mention Melton, then I apologize.
Yeah.
But I checked with Mark about 6 months ago. He actually emailed me about something, and I checked with him. I said, "Hey, the story
liar
in your studio."
Liar.
And he said, "Yeah." So I just wanted to make sure.
Let's see the message, Dan.
Also talked to like 20 different people about podcasting. When
Dan, show the message. You don't have receipts to any of this.
Asking for the credit.
You still say you hang out with Mark Grace.
Series F. We have MLC. Bob, any chance?
You told Kevin that Mark Grace loves MLC. He listens all the time. And we're like, well, let's have him on. He's like, oh, he doesn't want to do the show, but he's listening. Is he, Dan? Dan Filato is full of shit. Patrick, I know you hate my guts. You think I'm a piece of shit, liar. Do a deep dive on this fuck, dude. Do a deep dive on Dan Filato.
Ray wants everyone to get along. He's very uncomfortable with this whole thing.
Thank you, Spencer Cage. Had shows much better than MLC
talking
today.
About him. The story I was going to tell was
Dan Filato's a slimy radio dude, just a slime ball, slime networker.
I'm not going to say it. Anyway, the bottom line is the bottom line is I was yelling at Ray last night, and I was trying to explain to Ray.
He befriends these guys with power like Mark Grace, Artie Lang, and next thing you know, he's living in their houses all the time. How's that happen?
I'll tell about. I don't want to tell today. There's too much going on. It's not a bad story. It's just the point is people don't change. Like you can't make Ray into something else. Ray's always going to be Ray. That's just, and Levy's always going to be Levy. I already know that. Lenny's always going to be Lenny. I already know Levy wants to be friends.
Levy's
with
off the show. It sounds like, doesn't it?
It's like Bob, I'm paying you good money. Just at least fucking give me lip service when you're on the fucking show. So I knew, like, you know, and whoever said that, Mason and Portland, I think, said the fact that Shuli's calling anybody anti-Semitic, but then he's doing a show with fucking Cumia and welcoming with open arms. And Cumia is a renowned racist. Cumia prides himself on being a racist. He was talking.
Clef Turnup, $2. Why are you scared, Chad? I'm not scared. I'm having a blast.
Singing songs about how black people suck. I didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about. But he's saying, he goes,
Dude, I'm making more money doing this than going on Kevin's show. I know you guys would like it. You like the drama. I thought about it, and I'm like, I get nothing out of it. I get nothing out of it.
Singing about how black
You guys get everything. I get nothing.
When I just read a book on the David Koresh compound, the Shuli Network seems to be like a giant David Koresh thing.
You didn't read the book. You watched it on Netflix.
Yeah, it's like a pyramid scheme.
Like everything Dan says, it's a lie. It's like an exaggeration. He saw the thing on Netflix, which everyone did, but he wants to sound like he's smart. So you read a book.
The show, you're like, it's not going great. You don't make a lot of money through the super chats. Your Patreon's down. Your YouTube's down.
Those yours
Everything's down. But they're like, no, but our memberships are up. But they're not even up that much. So it's
Kevin, your Patreon's at an all-time low in the past couple years. You're at 861. Can somebody check on Kevin's Patreon?
Best of luck. Bon voyage.
Jeffy, $2. So what happened with the swatting?
Show don't run on fossil fuels.
So guys, let me turn this down now for a second, and we'll get right back into Kevin's super chat reading. So yesterday, cops came to the door. Oh shit! I guess I got to be quiet around 5. Yesterday, police came. 2 police cops. They said we got a noise complaint. I go, from who? And they can't tell you. And they're like, what's going on? They said you were drinking. And I go, do I look drunk? And they're like, no. I was like, I'm just podcasting. And they're like, oh, okay. All right, we'll keep it down. We don't want to have to come back. I go, okay, no problem. And then my neighbors start pounding on the floor, like shut up. And I've lived here for almost 3.5 years at this point. She's lived here. I've never had a problem. She wakes me up every morning. I think she's a teacher. So after the show, I put a note on her door going, hey, like I've lived here for a long time. All you have to do is ask me to be quiet. You don't have to call the police. I'm a reasonable person. I'm a good neighbor. Both my neighbors love me. My neighbor Pat's awesome. So she left a note on my door saying, she goes, I did pound on the floor, but I didn't call the police. But thank you for the note. And I think she did call the police. She just doesn't want to look like that. She doesn't want an awkward situation. So I think the neighbor called the police. Then I started thinking maybe it was a swatting, maybe one of the listeners, but I think the neighbor did. I'm trying. Maybe I can get the because they have that on record, right? I can get the call.
One of the hardest laughs I've ever seen Harry do was a couple of years ago, and I didn't know you that well, but I emailed you and said we were listening in the car, and I was listening to your podcast, and Harry got in. We started talking. He said, "Who's this?" I said, Kevin Brennan, and you said you went into this rant and said, Brian said, "Can't you forgive him?" And you go, "Did Sinatra forgive anyone?" Harry laughed as hard as I've ever heard him.
Frunez, $2. Tell Gino to hop back on. Send MLC the link instead.
Be a dick and just not forgive people.
That'd be hilarious. I'm sending.
I'm not looking for trouble, but
I'm going to send Gino the link to MLC.
Especially when he's on.
See if Kevin brings on it. Gino,
president of another network, a vice president. He's on their fucking board of directors over there, and then he's like, and they keep telling me how great they're doing, and then they don't sell tickets, and then it's like, come on, man, how much can I fucking take? And then Shuli calls me anti-Semitic, and it's like, Shuli, you're a fucking hack. That's the most hacked. It's like it's one thing to be in the 1950s and you be in the Catskills, and everybody was anti-Semitic then because everybody was, but now it's like to just call it. It's like. It's such a cheap. It's like the guy's racist or the guy's this. It's like, prove it.
For the people in the chat that don't believe me, I don't give a fuck. It happened.
11 something from Canada. Stevie.
It's not like a crazy story. Like there's a noise violation because I'm screaming.
The Village Idiot drunkenly imploded on his own podcast. UN Ski Mask retired the sad chat after show on Thursdays. But any chance you bring it back?
We are bringing it back today, baby. So me and Ski Mask will be going live. It may not be called Sad Chad, but we will be going live after this show. So please do check out.
No, people aren't listening. No matter how much you plug, nobody's going over there. You're still going to average 60 views. You guys aren't talent. You're not funny. If you're just tuning in, everybody, please go sign up for a membership, gift a membership for the people that don't have one. It'll be up there after the show, and it'll be on Patreon an hour later. So Sign up to the Patreon. I got tons of content. This show, Sit Down Zumock, Mondays with Mazer, Kumia's Cucks. I'm just talking over Stevie's plugs. If you really want to see Stevie's plugs, go over there.
He said, just make sure he knows.
Don't
that
even read
I'm
his
trying to call
text.
you.
Don't read his text.
I just want to play at least that.
Don't read his text. I don't care what he says. You know,
Stevie
it's so funny,
sucks. No one likes him. Nobody likes him. Nobody. I mean, nobody likes Stevie Lou except Vinny Cash. That's a fact.
I can't do it. Like Gino, I just like I don't know if it's I can't do it. I can't do it. He watches me from beginning to end, and I just can't watch a show. So and then he acts like we're equals or something, or you know he's gonna learn from me, and he's
You're on
gonna get
Facebook.
super chats, and he's gonna become a YouTuber. Remember when I first started doing this, he's like, Brennan and Levy are YouTubers, and now Gino.
If you're on Facebook, come on over to YouTube because today's the last day you can watch on Facebook. They're doing something over there, and it's lame. Not a lot of people are watching over there, but just letting you know. Hit subscribe.
Lady, say hello to the Bud Light lady. Who's got bigger boobies? I bet the Bud Light lady. I think I know that answer. Hi, Gino and Gino's lawyers and Chad's lawyers. I can't wait to go to court and fucking.
Gino's lawyers now too?
Yeah, Gino's gonna sue me for defamation too. He's gonna. Apparently, Chad and Gino both yesterday when I got loud. Isn't that a famous like a concert movie? Got Loud or something. Anyway, when I got loud, they both told all their fans to report me to YouTube because I was getting loud. I was scaring the children.
No.
But Gino's got so much free time, and
It was when your co-host, your old co-host Bob, threatened to kill me again. Or he threatened. He encouraged me to take my life.
He's gonna stick it to me, guys. Ski mask on yesterday. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna stick it to Kevin and have ski mask on today, and I'll be like, I'll lose my mind if he has ski mask on right after I had him. It'd be like Arsenio and Jay Leno all over again. Hey, we just had a guy. But he's obsessed with me. So is Chad. Hi, Chad.
Hi.
I couldn't watch their fucking show, literally.
It's out for free, everybody. If you guys want to go watch it.
Maybe I'm a snob.
Because Kevin didn't want to put.
But I just can't.
Kevin didn't put the show out yesterday for Patreon or anything, so I put it out for free on my channel. Go hit subscribe.
Canoe gonna go get some pancakes. Come on, fatten her up a little bit.
Start laughing, Dan.
Mike Cuts. Weird seeing Stevie not wearing his hockey helmet and drool cup. Piazza with special needs.
A Piazza with special needs is double whammy.
Somebody said in the chat, Melton said he told Marin what to buy. That's it. He put it in as a $2, so I'll just read it. So in case Adam don't put it up. So that makes sense.
Yes.
Because Melton is helpful with the he was trying to help Ray DeVito, helping the helpless, and he was trying to help Ray buy something, and that became like a Shuley episode for about 6 weeks. Ray was at the store at Best Buy. And,
if Bob goes back to MLC after this episode, he's a cuck. Bob, if you're watching, you go back to Kevin's show after this, you're a bitch. You saw what I did. He wanted me over there. He realizes this show sucks. He knows this show sucks. It hasn't hit 900 views. He's down to 801. It's 548. When I was on the show, easily at 1,100 at this time, if not more.
Eklund.
Losers.
Bob doesn't get it. We don't like Gino. We will never believe a word out of his mouth, and we don't want to hear his side. Either get on board or see ya. I agree with Eklund.
E.C. Lund.
Sam Kinnison. Marin is a great guy, but in comedy hell, they're now making us watch that bust out show for eternity on the loop.
Jeffy, thank you for your contributions today.
Yeah, do the scream. I can't do it. Plus, my throat is sore.
Are you single?
Since Kinnison, not only was he a good comic, he was kind of handsome in a fat kind of a way, and the women, supposedly the women loved him too.
Oh, yeah.
Jules Davis says send Bob the link. Listen, Bob's wife said some awful things. Bob said awful things. Bob needs to apologize to me. So does Gina. They were completely out of line. They completely mishandled that stepdaughter thing. They had bad information, and they made it way, way worse. So Bob owes me an apology. So Bob might be out with Kevin. He's out with me. I'm not just going to send Bob the link to piss off Kevin.
I think it was. I don't think he stood up.
Besides, I think Bob's going to bitch out and go back to his show anyway.
Yeah, ended up being the father to his.
Somebody famous, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, he was in it. He was in his group. Shit. But anyway, it was the comic who. He was one of the guys that he rolled with. But this guy had a child with a woman.
Carla Bove.
Yeah, Carla Bove. And then years later,
We
after
know.
Kinnison was dead. He was always suspicious. And
Everyone knows
it'd
this
be like me
story.
it would be like me with a tell. Whenever I was dating somebody, I would come back and I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Did you fucking tell?"
Yeah, it'd be like if Adam died mysteriously and then you started banging his girl.
No, that's not a good analogy. It's more like the women will always, if you're out of town and there's a really funny guy, even if he's not the most handsome guy.
All right, memberships is official. You don't get free screen time
Weird to me
for the rest of the
for
show.
like that long.
I'm making
Couple
rules as I
days,
go.
and I was like, "What's going on?" Because she was like, didn't want to talk to me. I go, "Are you dating somebody else? Are you fucking somebody else?" And she's like, "I don't want to talk about it." I go, "Attell?" She goes, "Attell."
Oh man.
So I'm sure it's the same thing with Sam Kinison. Sam Kinison was funny, and women liked him. And Carla Bove's girlfriend had sex with Sam Kinison. She had a baby.
Sex with
and
Sam.
She lied to
O&A.
Carla Bove, and then after Kinison was dead, they finally did a test. But she had been paying
O&A.
child support and forever.
Sex
Carla
with
Bove, so he
Sam,
really got
everybody.
fucked over. Literally. Farfik Nugan. Kevin, what was it like to work with the legendary Dave Chappelle in the iconic TV show, The Dave Chappelle Show? No, it was. I mean, listen, it was fun. It was fun while it lasted, but I should have tried to make it go longer than 2 seasons. So I apologize for that.
When you would come back from these road trips, was it the girls started smoking? Was the tip off that they might be?
No, she was already smoking. That was part of the
okay.
attraction.
Shaking.
But no, when I first started dating her, who are these fucking losers that try to come on the thing? Just ugly people trying to get on the chat. No, when I first started dating her, I'd seen her like hang around with Attell a little bit. It goes this one bar. Now it's the Fat Black, but it was across from the Blue Note. It used to be. I guess it was a Fat Black then, but it wasn't affiliated with the Comedy Cell. But
Wait, hold on.
And Attell was an alcoholic then, so he was always there. So I thought, I asked her. All
right, Steve C's a big contributor to the show, and he just sent me this. Chad, this would have been my super chat, but my work van, along with my wallet, was stolen today. I would ask if you've been in the St. Louis area recently, but I clearly saw it. Oh, come on, Steve. What are you doing? I tried to give you a free little thing there, and you ruined it.
That's Stevie Lou.
Come on. Why'd you do that, Steve? I felt bad for you.
Captain. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Dan, next time choose the big can. What?
I don't know what that means.
This is when MLC starts dragging. He brought in some quality.
Something you said. We got it.
He brought in some quality
something from the DirecTV
comedy
show.
power
Yeah,
today.
it was
Dan
nice.
Villado and
Yeah.
Stevie Lou, everybody.
I don't know. That's the only. The only.
We don't. I can't. I love Johnny Carson. We can't today.
Can't decipher all these.
Uh-oh.
Johnny.
This is like Crescent.
Look who's here, everybody.
You got it.
Eddie Baker.
Johnny, I'll give you your money back for that one. Since we didn't, since we never figured it out.
Google already took its cut, though.
People are trying to tell me.
I am
gotta get
Negan.
33 back.
I
People
am
are telling me
Negan.
that, people are always telling me that if we don't, people are like, hey, if you don't read our super chats, I'm going to complain to YouTube. They're going to shut down my channel. I'm like, good.
Thank you,
If
Eddie.
YouTube's that pathetic that if you didn't read somebody's $2 super chat, they'll shut you down. I'm like, be my guest, motherfuckers. Like, literally be my guest. Herbs, $2. I would hate Shuli even if I wasn't anti.
Touch My Tony, $5. What a bottom of the barrel cast of characters on MLC today. How is KB not embarrassed? You know what sucks about this? Because this show sucks so bad that I'm watching. It's hurting my show. Literally, no one's going to sign up for memberships or Patreon to see this because his show sucks. So automatically mine sucks. Eddie Baker's Chad.
Sweet old our sweet old Robert will be back with us soon. They'll probably go up against me at 4 o'clock, and then Chad will be up, and then I'll snipe stream them. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Imagine Shuli goes to prison at the end of this for podcast misdemeanors.
MLC is a man's version of those housewife shows. Yes, as I've been saying that forever. It's just that's what it is. It's fun. It's fun. Like somebody said in the chat earlier, Kevin is funny but not fun. But so I'm like, that's fair, but the show is fun because it's unpredictable. Like, you guys want a predictable show? Go to the Shuli Network now. Don't walk, run to the Shuli Network if you want predictable fucking meandering of middle-aged men talking about sneezing. Johnny Utah, my favorite new name. Cut them loose.
He doesn't even know it's from Point Break.
Understand, son of egghead.
I like that. I'm gonna actually.
He doesn't know that's from Point Break.
Cut them loose. That'd be a good name for an album. Cut them loose.
Thank you, Johnny
Understand,
Utah.
son of egghead. What is Egghead from that movie?
Yeah, that's
somebody send me
not Richard Pryor.
Dan Aykroyd.
Vincent Pryor. Vincent Pryor played Egghead in some horror film back in the 60s.
Somebody send me a large super chat with words so cover Stevie Lou's face.
Fucking up
Batman.
some stuff.
He was in the Batman TV show.
Thank you. The Egghead character from Batman. It wasn't a horror film. I apologize.
Movie talk.
One Furious F. Truthfully, Shuli is a hypocrite. Truthfully, Roger Waters, great musician. Sorry to get topical. Your excuse, One Furious F. We don't do topics here, but we'll allow it this
Roger Waters. They love Roger Waters.
If Bob was smart, he would get another person to replace Shuli and start his own network. Shuli draws 0 viewers alone. Mike Lamsley's coming in hot on the Shuli network. Listen, everyone's gonna fudge the numbers. Everyone's gonna say they're winning, but the reality is the reality. So we can play a different game.
What?
I don't know if I said anything there, but
no, you didn't.
Big hello and howdy to Pam Dog Fitzy. What? St. Ranger and Pam. Big hello and howdy to Pam Dog Fritzy, Mrs. Pam too. Where's Fritzy?
St. Ranger is giving a shout out to his lady Pam, and he's saying that Fritzy, Mrs. Pam too. I'm guessing Fritzy might be.
Oh, thanks for explaining it, Stevie. Thank you.
Where's
smart guy?
Missing?
Well, they both listen to the show. They're big fans of your show.
No, I know, but
Ski-Mask.
where's Fritzy? Did Pam go somewhere and then Fritzy misses?
What I'm gonna guess, and this is me. Just
Isn't
being
Fritzy
high,
from the Dan
is that
Patrick
St.
show?
Ranger is at home with the dog, and Pam is out, and they're both listening to the show at the same time. So St. Ranger is sending one of those like tug the ear secret messages to Pam through your show.
I can't imagine being like so in love with my wife still that I'm like
amazing.
Sending messages through a podcast in a super chat.
It's just not some podcast.
That's
right. But I mean, I really admire these people. I admire a guy who he's still in love with his wife like after like 40 years. Like I'm not cut from that cloth, obviously, but like I do admire it. Oh, time to light up again, I guess. I know it's getting stressful. You almost got not high there for a second, so you got to light up again.
I was good for a while.
Jesus,
you're a good boy, Stevie.
According to this guy.
Jax.
No. This commenter.
Oh.
Jax
really?
Deloso.
Is this true? Is this true?
Real. I'm not sure if it's real or not.
I think he's playing another one of those practical jokes.
Should we read it? Jax is missing, and apparently her boyfriend might have had something to do with it. Hard to keep track. Please keep an eye out. I love her. All right. All righty then. She's
I used to do shows with that one all the time. She was fucking handful. Always a handful.
She was working at the stand. What'd you have to? How was she a handful to you if you're just doing shows with her?
No, she was always like running late or coming from another show.
She's a lady.
Was like,
she had to clean up her cooch before she went out. You know they're always late.
Nice gal, but there was always something.
All right. Allegedly, nice gal. Allegedly, everything's allegedly. Dan, Can you make sure Chad's favorite baseball player, Mark Grace, knows Chad is a loser who steals credit cards and other things?
Well, every Mark and I do listen to, when I go down to Arizona or he comes up here, we do listen to Misery Loves Company because Mark doesn't know how to do it on his phone. So I've tried. He doesn't know how to do it.
So you have to sit on a couch and listen to him?
No, we're in the car.
Oh.
A couple weeks. I told you last week we were in Arizona and we were driving and we had one of the shows on. And he loved it.
Yeah, tell him Chad, who used to be on my show, that's his favorite ball player.
Yeah, I know.
But tell him he should be ashamed. Chad should be ashamed of himself, and Mark should be a little embarrassed that Chad's even a fan.
Okay, I will tell him.
EGN, Steven, the more you're on MLC, the more I keep hoping you work with big name comics like Norm Macdonald or Bob Saget real soon. Hamburger. Yes, I saw this earlier and I laughed and I cheated, but I think he's saying he wants you to go away.
Yeah.
That was weird. That is crazy that they're both dead and fucking.
Well, they're
Artie,
both tall. I'm tall.
No, it's not that. I was gonna say, good take though, Stevie. Smoke some more ganja. No, what I was gonna say is that the fact that they're both reasonably priced guys. And
sorry, I went to the
Artie
restroom.
Lang still roams.
I went to the restroom.
Scary.
Sorry.
You know the Norm McDonald story?
Here comes a lie.
About Red Fox and the writers.
No.
So toward the end of his life, Norm and I got together for dinner, and he told me this story that he had told
loves
Artie,
name
so
dropping.
I know it's a true story.
Filato loves name dropping.
Red Fox, after the first year of the show now.
Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son. It
Boom!
was a huge success.
Yeah.
And they were like in the top 10 and they offered him a ton of money. And all these black leaders came to Red and said, hey man, you got to get some brothers on that writing staff.
The brother's going to work it out.
You got to fire all those guys. Most of them are Jewish. You got to fire them all and have all brothers on it. He got, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. So he fired all the writers. And then all these black writers come in, and so
I can imagine what the writer's room smelled like.
Oh yeah,
like same thing Stevie Lou's apartment smells
I was
like.
gonna say that. I was gonna fucking say that.
So Norm told me that Red Fox got there. He started looking at the first two scripts. He started walking around my table, or walking around the table. He threw the scripts on the table and he says, "Bring me back my Jews! Get rid of all these guys!" And he fired them all.
Yeah.
When Norm,
good story, Dan.
When I got a job on a sports show, Jimmy Kimmel and all the guys, because they were producing it, Jackhole Productions was producing it.
Wow.
So Jimmy Kimmel went to the pilot and everything, and all his staff, whatever. Anyway, Norm kept bragging to Jimmy Kimmel, his big brag to Jimmy Kimmel. No Jews on the writing staff. That's what Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel goes, "You're one of the right." I don't know if he knew who I was, or he goes. He kept mumbling like no Jews on the right.
That's how you got the job, man.
No, because that's what Norm prided himself on. No Jews on the writing staff.
Wow.
But another Red Fox story. I don't even know if this is true. When he was after the show was kind of long gone, he wasn't as famous. He was in Vegas one time, and they ladies and gentlemen, Red Fox, and then they played the da 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 da. So he walks out. There's like 8 people. He goes, "I ain't performing for 8 motherfucking people." And then he walks off, and they play the song back. Bum, bum, bum. The band jumped right in because the show must go on. They played his outro music, and he ain't
That's great.
He ain't performing for 8 motherfucking people. Kevin, Kumia did try to warn you about Shuli and who runs the podcast industry. Unfunny bald people. I'm talking about unfunny bald people. I think I'm getting what you're saying. Johnny, Dan, you're drinking out of a 55-gallon drum.
That's the big can thing again.
I still don't get it.
Yeah. What are you drinking out of, Dan?
That's a Starbucks thing?
We're gonna get
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think he's trying to say that's.
Send me the link.
Oh, I get it.
This is when Chad's lawyer is like, when does this show end?
Chad's handicap fan $1.99. Screw the snipe stream. Carl's WATS right now.
The fucking
is it live?
This is when killer was sending messages through the San Francisco news waves. They'd come
God,
on
Stevie
air.
Lou is
Zodiac Killer.
sucks.
They announced that there is the FBI is actually admitting now that they kind of know who the guy is. This happened yesterday. Wait,
Really?
this is
What the
topical.
fuck?
Maybe we should do that. We
Wait,
should,
who is it?
the
Zodiac Killer never found him?
No, they never found him, and they now know who it is. It's an Air Force guy, former Air Force
From
guy.
DNA?
And the DNA.
Is the guy dead?
Yeah, he's dead. He died about 4 or 6 years ago.
They should
somewhere
put
around
his
there.
family in jail.
Yeah.
Greg Lambert, $7.99. No, Lone Wolf KB viciously attacking everyone that is the best thing on the internet. Go after,
I agree.
Go after Jeannie Bobini more, please. That dopey House Shrew. Oh, I know she's a big Chad. We blocked her on the thing because I know she's always on Chad's thing. Like, Chad, you're the greatest. And then I saw a picture of her like on makeup free day, and I was like, Chad, you can have her. Jesus Christ. Gee, my Jeannie Bobini, are you going to sue me for defamation? You can have opinions in this country. That's why I lived here and not Canada. Canada, you have to get all your opinions approved by the government, don't you? They don't have First Amendment rights like we do. Little Mir, so fancy to see you here. Speaking of fence sitters, Little Mir, she's a friend of Chad. And she loves Levy.
It's a he. It's a he.
Oh, here's what she's doing here. She insulted me. Hopefully Brian can save the show on Tuesday. I hope. Little Mir, your thing to God's ears, whatever the fuck they say. Brian will probably cancel now. Levy booked.
Yeah, Levy. If Levy's not here, do his previous bookings come with him?
They're all void. They're all null and void. Anything he booked is null and void.
I think Bob's gone, and if he comes back,
I'll have to pay Levy as a booker now. A booker
percentage. At least.
Come back, Bob. It's a Starbucks cup.
give somebody who is asking for a membership.
Drinking
Gift them. Set it up so you can do it.
Yeah, we got to read those because it really irritates. I don't watch the video most of the time. I just listen as a podcast. And when you don't read the super chats or you only half read them, it drives me crazy. It's mostly Bob because he'll stutter through it and then lose interest, as most pot smokers do.
Hey, Bob Levy for life. Shitting all over Bob today.
He's right here. Hey, Bob Lee for life. Things from last week are starting to make a lot more sense. I was confused why Bob was talking about getting circumcised last week on the BS show. Bob Lee for life coming in. Thanks, Bobby Lee. I thought you'd be gone since your name is Bob Lee for life.
I'll pop in over there. I'll pop on Carl afterwards. I'm going to pop over there.
I am.
Let me see how this fucking thing ends.
Not a fan
of ball guys who aren't funny, who smoke weed. Oh, sorry.
Well below 700 views right now. Where's my views right now, guys?
You got tired of the.
He's also anti Stevie Lou.
Who? The Dictator?
Yeah,
he'll come around. Maybe not. Did Dan ever show his Rusty Shares badge or try to tongue punch your fortune?
John, $2. Go take your co-host seat back and negotiate. I said I'd go on for 1,000. He said nope. He said nope. And then he says he's going to have Atlantic City with me again.
Yeah, Adam, I just saw this. Is this true? Hey, KB, just to let you know, Chad has yesterday's MLC episode in full up on his Patreon. That's a direct violation of copyright. Is that true? If it's true, can we do something?
Yeah, we can. I mean, we've reported on YouTube. We can do Patreon if you want.
Yeah, of course they're gonna. Why wouldn't you? It's on Patreon. It's on YouTube and Patreon.
We'd have to see. Somebody would
it's
have
reported.
To have a login.
He could be saying that Chad's episode is up on Patreon, and inside that episode, he has your episode. Or he could be just completely, bootlegging your shit, which would be
fucking
I don't think
idiots.
you ripped the actual show and put it up. I mean, if
Either way, let's
that's
report
definitely
him. Let's report him. I want to take this, down, and yeah. I mean, I at this point, I want to report everybody. I'm gonna report Stevie Lou for fucking smoking too much weed on my show. I'm taking everybody down. Didn't they just say going at KB, taking out everybody is the best thing on the internet? And going after Jeannie Bobini?
I love how he's going after the
ETN,
fans.
I'm mostly sending this super chat to make the show go longer since Chunk Smallcock's tummy is probably rumbling. Bad hat.
That's good, guys. That's fucking
Chad,
good.
Chad does get furious because he wants the. I know what Chad wants, and the longer the super chats come in, the longer the show goes. He gets more and more furious. Philly Franks, I'm just sitting on a fence. You can say I got no sense, trying to make up my mind. Really is so horrifying. So Bob's just sitting on a fence. The Rolling Stone. What is that? Waiting on a friend? What song is that? I'm just sitting on a fence. You can say I got no sense, trying to make up my mind. Really is so horrifying. So Bob's just sitting on a fence. The Rolling Stones.
I can't picture it.
I don't remember.
It's the word. The way the wording is, it reminds me of waiting on a friend. I'm just waiting
right.
on a lady, or not waiting on a lady. That was when him and Mick and Keith were such pals. They would write songs about they were just hanging out with each other.
Good story.
Anyway, I don't want to get
Did you ever read their
nostalgic.
books?
Huh?
Did you ever read either one of their books? They hate each other.
Oh, now they do, of course.
Yeah.
After a while.
No, they've hated each other for a while. They've hated each other since the late 60s. You know, one of them was sleeping with the other one's girlfriend.
Steve Plum, $1.99. You see producer Joe video. Is it him?
Yeah, I think Mick.
Can you send me a DM either on Instagram or Patreon?
Trying to have sex with everybody.
I'd like to see it because I heard about it. I haven't seen
He
it,
thinks he's like it's like.
but somebody brought it up earlier in the show. I would like to see what it's all about, what's going on.
They got that guy from American Idol, and it's like.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I can't keep
learn the
up.
same thing.
I'll be
It's
back
like-
tomorrow at
it's
5,
like-
guys. You're gonna want to miss. You're gonna want to see it. It's gonna be great.
You know, if you're Keith or the.
And I'm gonna go see Dave Smith at Side Splitters, and
Fine, Keith.
then I'm gonna go on Legion of Skanks and
Drummer's dead, but you know what I mean.
Fight
A guy
Louis
playing
J.
the
Gomez.
He can be any age, but if you're the lead singer and you're old and you're still trying to be like acrobatic, it's fucking pathetic, in my opinion. Because it just reminds people of like how old you are, you know, when you can't do any moves like you used to, and when you try to, you know, it's like everyone gets nervous, like you're gonna fucking break your motherfucking hip.
If Robert
and
Plant still.
And Richard
Sorry.
Belzer isn't around to do your act anymore. So
Jules David just sent me the link, guys.
What are you gonna say about
Stephen
Robert
Plum
Plant
just sent me the link
still
on.
performs today, but he does like a sit down show with this
Right.
other artist, Allison Krauss, and they do like almost all acoustic. and
Yeah,
he
but
doesn't
that's
fucking-
different.
No, I'm just saying.
Plus,
No,
he was
I'm
never-
going on. It's your point. He doesn't.
Yeah, but he
doesn't
wasn't
do the
he wasn't an
dance.
acrobatic fool like Mick Jagger was. Mick Jagger was whole thing like, hey, look, I'm a peacock. I'm so sexy. Everybody wants to fuck me. And I guess everybody did. I guess he was having sex with David Bowie and all his pals and stuff. So
didn't he just have another baby?
yeah,
Yeah, he
but
did,
could you imagine waking up like
I tune into MLC to hear
you're waking up
music
Mick Jagger's
news.
in your bed? I'm speaking for the lady, of course.
Go watch That Rocks with Don Jameson, Jim Florentine, and Eddie Truck if you want music news, not MLC.
Ugh, it's gotta be
Dan Filato and Stevie Lou. I mean, you have to admit the chemistry is unbelievable between the three of them. I mean, they are fucking. This is the new trio. This is the big three right here.
Some action.
I mean, these are the Beastie Boys, man.
What do you mean on some kind of anti-Semite dating service? Hey, do
see, I
you
think
hate
that's-
Jews too? Let's hook up. Do you know Shuli Egar? He don't like me, even though no one's ever heard of him. He was 15 years on his Stern show. He sold 22 tickets at Side Splitters. And that's Chad saying that's how many they sold. And Chad will always lie if you give him $10.
I didn't say that.
And even that, he couldn't get Chad to lie about.
He's lying. I never told him he sold 22 tickets. I don't know how many tickets Shuli sold. I don't give a fuck. And I'm not even like the biggest Shuli fan anymore because he fucking turned on me, but there was more than 22 people. Let's listen to Dan.
How about on his YouTube?
Adam, check the highest level. Are you in his like whatever top tier club? Because that's something that he might.
Oh, maybe.
That sounds like some shit that he would
it's a
pull.
different tier. Maybe it's on the Shuli network.
Oh
no, I think
Maybe
we
no.
might-
Yeah, Chad has $100 level
Yeah,
where
so we might
where
have
you
to.
get
We'll
everything.
pay you back. We'll pay you back. Get the $100 level. Wait, no, we don't want to give him the money. Someone who's out. Oh, fuck.
Shout out Ken Mosca,
Yeah, I
Jared
know- I
Thompson,
probably know people
Victoria,
that are-
Stu
I know, I
John,
know.
Eddie
Anyway,
Not
let's-
Funny
we'll get
If,
to the bottom of it.
Twinkle Ho
He
99,
has it
Frankie
available
McDonald in the $100
He
tier.
has it open on his YouTube page. And that's already reported. But
He's reporting my
from
stuff?
Yes, the show from yesterday.
I'm
but
taking
it's
it down.
Him stream sniping, so it's not the actual.
Yeah, but he's saying Aussie Cripple saying no, he has your episode in
Right.
full. He might
I'm
have
taking it down.
Somebody might have videoed the whole thing and
Yeah,
sent
people
it
are
to Chad.
definitely archiving this show as it goes live for sure. Not
They
that I know
should,
this
because this is
personally,
all
but,
going
you
in the
know.
Smithsonian.
Yeah, I send it out to space.
I'm taking it
What
down.
I'm
Sorry,
looking at,
guys.
even a
The
preview,
report.
and I
They're
mean,
trying to
it's
report
handheld.
me.
It's a stream snipe. It's not a ripped version. But if it is a ripped version, yeah, we'll report it.
Sorry.
But we
Doesn't
might
sound
need
very
to be
convincing.
on the solid gold tier.
We need to put this up for a Peabody Award or something.
Thank you.
All right.
That song is
I
called
took it
Sitting on
down.
the Fence. KB, I sent you a DM with the link to the song. I'll send it again.
Sorry, guys. I tried to put it out for free.
You're talking about Levy sitting on a fence?
I guess it's a Stones song called "Sitting on a Fence."
I never heard of that. But this guy lives in the Bahamas.
I took
He might
down
get a different version of this.
I took down yesterday's episode off YouTube because they're reporting shows now. So
time down there. They
good
got a lot of
luck.
free time. They're just
Good
sitting
luck.
there
It's
waiting
not
for
it's not for free. I tried to do something nice because he didn't even put it up on Patreon. He didn't give it out to his audience. But I tried to do something nice,
Don't play it, 'cause then we gotta shut
and
the
they got
YouTube.
mad.
No,
And
that's
I had
YouTube will not
I had
tolerate-
Brian
YouTube will not
Johnson on
tolerate
that
anything. They will
episode.
not
If you haven't
tolerate
seen it, go to
yelling or
Patreon. There's
saying
nothing they
bad
can
words
do.
or even collecting your money. They won't tolerate that either. Thank you, Addicted.
I already looked into it. They're doing a completely separate
Send
show.
Western Union messages to.
If I'm talking over them, if I'm doing other things, if I'm having Gino on, it's a
Use
separate
this friend
show.
to Send Western Union messages to my wife Pam. Today she was driving her mom to a doctor's appointment. Clip it. My dog Fritz barked a howdy to you. Wow, what a friendly
I
family.
think I got it. I think I nailed it.
Yeah, you're pretty close, St. Ranger. I thought she
Commentary.
went away like on business.
Commentary.
Just helping out her mom.
That's not very nice.
Shout out to all the moms. I use my stream to communicate with my mom. You fucking cunt!
Oh,
why'd you like Neil more than me? I'm kidding, of course. This is
Hi, Mrs. Brennan.
YouTube. This is ironic. This is all satirical, and I'm protected by the First Amendment. I hope it would be killer if they shut my channel down. What would anybody do? Now Shuli's going to try to shut my channel down too. Before it was just E-Rock,
Chad,
Chrissy's boyfriend Frank,
Chad,
Bill Schultz,
Chad,
Gino, Chad,
yeah.
Who else?
and now Shuli.
Steve,
19
wouldn't it be funny if Neil got a lawyer for Kevin's mom?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Brother.
Sued me.
Yeah, we had
Hilarious.
three lawyers.
That's
we
so
have
funny,
Chad's
Dan.
I would love
lawyer,
to-
Gino's lawyer, and now Mrs. Brennan's lawyer.
I would
all
love to go to
doing-
court. I would love to go to court against my mom. Brennan
The first
versus
time,
Brennan.
first time you saw her in fucking
Yeah.
couple
Brennan.
years.
Hi, Mom.
Kevin gave a shout out to all the moms. Shout out to all the moms. Happy Mother's Day.
It's Bob to a T.
I want to say something that's long overdue, but this disrespect women has got to be through. To all the mothers and the sisters and the wives and friends, I want to offer my love and respect to the end.
Anyone in your family that you can count on, Kevin?
Shout out to MCA,
With you?
Adam Yock.
My family growing up
Yeah, like right now.
against my mom.
Yeah.
Your brother Daniel's still cool with you, right? He was on the show.
Yeah, maybe.
Daniel's
yeah.
great.
That was great. You got to see if you can get him back on, man. It's been a fucking while. He was good when he came on that one time.
As for lie detectors, watch SCTV, Jackie Rogers Jr., the Martin Short, the lie
Yes.
detector test scene is hilarious. Let's do it to Chad and AC.
I love how they think I'm going to AC.
I don't. Yeah, I really want to give Chad a lie detector. I mean, if we have to go to Tampa to do it, I'll do it.
How about we all do the lie detector? How about everyone, Kevin? How about Bob and you? Let's see who's lying out of all of us. You're always saying I'm the liar. Hook Ray up to the lie detector. How about we all do the lie detector and see who does the best?
To put it on their brains.
You guys are so full of shit.
Out of the eyes.
Everything's a lie. William Johnson. Hey, KB, saw you open in New Jersey for Louis C.K. and kill wife. What?
Well, there's a
I
comma.
my
Should have been
wife.
there. Hold on. There should have been a comma there. He saw you open for Jersey
Oh, KB, saw you open in New Jersey for Louis
and kill,
and
comma.
kill. Wife and I were loving it. No, that was terrible. That was a terrible show. No, you know what happened was William Johnson.
That was the one where you didn't get a ride back. You had to take
No,
the train
KB
back, right?
saw you
Shut
open
up.
in Jersey for Louis and
Or Kevin.
Louis, no, what happened was I opened for that's what I was like, I'm done doing this.
Maybe
No,
this,
it
maybe
was
this guy just has Tourette's, and he was
no, I know what he's saying.
Kill wife.
I saw you open for Louis and then kill your wife. What?
no, hold on.
Saw you over for Louis, fucking bitch.
No, but no, what happened was we had just we did like Stanford in like we did Stanford like
in a
the
mall.
week. There was like a Wednesday and a Wednesday. Did Stanford and Wednesday, and then we did we did New Brunswick the following
Told the story
Wednesday.
a million times.
So it was Adrian Appalucci and me. So in Stanford, she went on first, and I fucking killed. Like I had this new joke about abortion, like the Roe v. Wade thing, and it killed. Like
Steve Plum, Happy Mother's Day. I thought I accidentally hit the wrong episode. You did. This is a rerun.
And I was like, wow, this is
Today's Mother's Day,
hasn't worked
Steve.
since. But then even since it was like a home and away thing, Louis like, okay, you open, Adrian, you open today, and Kevin go on first next week. So the next week we were in fucking, it was like a home game because it was fucking New Brunswick, and I have to go on first, and the crowd, people are being seated, and Louis trying to be fair, but Adrian, she's not that good. I'm not gonna lie, she's not that good, and he should have just put on her first and let me kill second instead of being fair. Like that's when I was like, fuck this. I'm not playing this. Kevin, Adrian goes on first, and then you go on first. It's like, fuck that. I'm way better than her. I've been doing comedy way longer, and it's just after that. And then I couldn't get a ride home either because they all left. I was in the green room. The show ended, and then I went to get my backpack. I was just hanging around. I went to get my backpack, and everybody was gone. I was like, everybody gone? Nobody said goodbye. I was like, fuck this. I had to get the train from fucking from New Brunswick to Newark to where I live, and then I was like, it took me forever to get home. I was like, never again. I don't think I ever opened for again because I was like,
they treated you like Shuli treated Ray.
Hey, tell everybody.
Right. So I'm like,
Kevin.
I'm done with this. I'm done with this. And I had to talk to fans on the train. They're like, hey, we saw you at the thing waiting for the fucking train.
Hey, tell Kevin in on his chat that I'm drunk right now and I'm fucking.
That's like an hour.
Go tell him I'm hammered and I'm like punching myself in the face and see what happens.
And I have to talk to his fucking stupid fans. I was like, fuck this and fuck everybody. One Furious F, $10. Ask Andy Baker if he knows about your full episode on Chad's thing. He's on the top tier, right? Yeah, Eddie Baker is a big super chatter. So
wild, man.
So I guess it's
Eddie Baker was
Nice,
here.
Mr. Nice. I don't know if he's been in the chat.
Where's
lately,
Nice?
but,
He disappeared.
Yeah. Hi, Chunk. I'm eating a tasty snack right now. Bet you want some, you Tampa pig hamburger. They still hate Chad, which is heartwarming.
I don't think it's ever gonna change.
I mean, that's the best thing about Chad still being on the show, and he's still here, but he's not
Still
here.
takes the lumps. Yeah.
Shut up, Stevie.
All I wanted
Nobody
on
likes
day
you,
one
Stevie.
was for Chad not
You're
to
the
get my
joke
money.
of the internet,
That's fair.
Stevie.
Mr. and Mrs. Kill Everything.
You're a joke, Stevie.
Is that a fan
You're
or a
so
credit card
hated.
holder?
You have no following, no subscribers, no
Aussie
views.
Cripple,
You have
he's
nothing.
He's taking it down.
It's too late though. That's like it's not how it works. This kid's he's like an 8-year-old. He doesn't realize
Who?
that like Chad, if he did put it up, like
No, I think if he takes it down, he's off the hook, right? Adam?
No. You guys can contact.
I didn't put his video up, you fucking idiots. You dummies. I don't have Kevin's show on my YouTube channel or my Patreon. And they're just running with it. They're liars. They don't look into things and they just run with it. They're so stupid.
All right, let's end the show
Right
so
on
we
him.
can let's end the show so we can fucking get to this.
Good,
Thanks,
fuck that-
thanks,
and fuck
Aussie
that guy,
Cripple.
you know?
He's taking it down. He just said that on his stream. Yeah, let's
No, it's like you can't. There's metadata.
All right,
and
let's
shit like
go.
that.
Let's go.
Metadata?
Yeah, we don't need a fucking. We don't
Stevie
need an
has no
explanation
idea
from
what
a
he's
pothead
doing.
Over and over. Adam knows this shit way more than you.
Explain
Kevin
to us
Barry.
metadata.
Kevin Barry, $5. How do I get onto tier 11C for MLC? Even if
When the show ends today, guys, Kevin runs right over to my show. They all do. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to say I uploaded Kevin's show to the $100 tier to see if he sends Adam to do it, to sign up for the $100 tier. Because right now, the $100 sponsors Ken Mosca, Jared Thompson, Victoria, Stu John, Eddie Not Funny If, Twinkle Ho 99, Frankie McDonald, and Tucker Pucker Steve. I'm going to tell them I put a bunch of Kevin Brennan episodes in the $100 tier just to see if they sign up, just to fuck them.
Patreon's going to be like, what episode? I didn't see him put it up. If he put it up, it's got the record.
Let's wrap it up so we can get to it.
That's gonna be fun.
Daniel Brennan, I don't know if this is the same guy. Thanks, Stevie. Yeah, KB, your reaction.
Because I'm not tricking you guys, we're tricking them.
I don't even know what he's saying. My reaction to what?
That's good though. Fuck, that's quick.
Thanks, Stevie. Yeah, KB, your reaction was spot on. Hello, whoever is next to Kevin.
That's quick.
Dan Filato. Bodily for life. There is no real freedom of speech in Canada, Kev. Our version of the U.S. Constitution has an escape clause that says, notwithstanding all these rights, we can take them away at any time we want. We're not a serious country. Wow, is that true? I got to really look that up. That's true. That's amazing. No wonder everybody wants to come here.
We are guarding the wrong border.
Wow.
Yeah, but Adam's not watching right now.
He's
He's just watching. He's not really listening.
For life.
He's checking in
Ronnie
and out.
King, Chad's trainer is worse at his job than Chad is at comedy, and Chad stinks at comedy. It is getting more tubby every week. Do some push-ups, fatty. And this is a guy who wants everyone to get along, Rodney King.
I mean, Kevin, look at your show. Stevie Lou and Dan Filato.
Yeah, 7-9. KB, you made it unpleasant, and that's what I do. I almost made something unpleasant today. I forget what, but I was like, I almost made that unpleasant. Do you know that story, Dan, right?
Which one?
Anyway, what happened last week? Some guy was like walking with either his mother or his mother-in-law, and he had a new baby in a stroller. And like, I have babies. I understand the situation. Like, they don't want you to fucking hit their baby. But I was coming behind them on my bike, and I just know from experience, it's just better if I just go past them without letting them know. So I let them know, they're gonna panic and overreact, and then the baby's gonna fall out of the stroller.
It's
and
again for
so
the
I
water.
just passed them, and the guy goes, what a jerk. So I was basically done with my ride. I was basically done with my ride anyway. So I stopped the bike, and because I knew I could take the baby, I could take the old lady.
Story time with Kevin Brennan.
To them first. So I go, excuse me, and he goes, yeah, you went right by us. You could have said, excuse me, and I didn't. I said, well, I don't know what I said, and I said, I think I said, sorry, I ruined your day. He goes, you made it unpleasant. And I go, and I wrote up, and I go, you fucking.
They're like a morning zoo.
But I didn't use the Beyonce word.
This is like this is worse than Bob and Tom.
We got to get to the bottom of this Patreon thing. We didn't channels Chad's Patreon taken down, and thanks for all the super chats, and thanks to Stevie Lou and Dan Filato. Great episode.
No, it wasn't.
One of the best bounce back episodes we've ever had. I've had a lot of bounce back episodes.
Manipulation.
Like we said, watch Spinal Tap.
Didn't hit 900 views.
Due to where the drummers.
You're out of super chats.
All the drummers. Remember that when they were naming all the drummers that used to be there? Oh, it's hilarious. Anyway, God bless America, and thank God we're not Canada, so we can say what we want. Boy, you can't say what you want here, and it is like a third world country. You can't say. You can't say what you want. You can't say what you want, and then they don't give you your money.
Oh, he's gone.
Whoa. Did he cut it loose?
All right, really quick, Adam. Blunt Smoker video is available on Spotify.
Right. Fuck his plugs. Nobody cares. He's going to look. So, guys, thank you so much for watching today. It was a great show. A lot of fun. Thank you to everybody that stopped by, all the donors. We had a lot of fun. And remember, guys, if you want to watch Kevin's show from yesterday by itself, without my commentary, because it's fair use if you have commentary over it. But if you just want to watch Kevin's show by itself, that Kevin did not post to Patreon, I put it in the $100 tier on my Patreon. So if you sign up for $100, you can watch a bunch of Kevin's episodes. I put a few of them up there that he hasn't released. Thanks to Pete for sending me those episodes. So if Kevin doesn't want to post these episodes, I got the one with Alice, the one who was naming names in L.A. What's her name? I think it was Alice Hamilton. I got that episode. That's in the $100 tier. Go sign up for it. It's Kevin's episodes without my commentary in the $100 tier. It's Patreon scrolling below right there. It says patreon.com/sitdownzumock. So there's a lot of episodes Kevin hasn't released for whatever reason. You guys sent them to me, and I just put them in the $100 tier. So it's in the $100 tier if you want to see those episodes. Okay? Thank you so much for watching today. We did it. I'm going to be back tomorrow at 5, and I'll be back Sunday at 1:05. And if you just tuned in today, this is going to be membership only and on Patreon in 1 hour. So go sign up. A lot of great content. My Patreon has so much content. I don't just do this show. I do Kumia's Cucks. I do Sit Down Zumock. I do Mondays with Mayers. I do bonus episodes. So you get your money. You get your money's worth. It's better than Netflix. It's cheaper than Netflix. It's cheaper than Amazon Prime. Go check it out. Thank you for everything and all the contributions today. We'll be back tomorrow at 5. It's me, the Mudshark. Mudsharking it up. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much. It was a great show, Ian Hawk. It was a great show. All right. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you